Power the FM. Power FM. Abusia Samo Wakoba Kasiebo Ediba Power 97.9 FM live on TVSYZ. Jobas Jumedi Ana Anopensi Yabo Data na Yesomo Ewo Kwampa. So betimi a journey live Ewo Facebook Power 979 FM afi TVSYZ. Uko YouTube XYZ broadcasting na afi Jumedi ayedi ni nyina so. Wonso wetimi aka ho wahye na wonua bi anya bi ahwe. Na odi wadwen kire so ato ase na yaje bre na ye nyina yetimi edi sankomo yi edi aboa mo man Ghana etimi afa ne ntema pa bi edi efra medi de enka obrenpo meni mini apesi okra ana ye di dwumadie eba wakwa mu abesomo braso say ye de nkomo ahodo ebetimi aba na ye de aba besomo na watwe mu say de medical aka no ye ni edi akwan ahodo ai wo man Ghana so efa eye ofanko pokuase especially the major roads connect cities aka wo man Ghana mu anyina ti ofanko pokuase road no ye ni ekopem sawam no ye ni de akire yie pa se aban se de sabre ye ka ho asemo a wo mo akọ eye contractor adwumadi ekuta no wasen yakokwan so wo de machines ahodo akogu so a wo ye adwuma no na chese bibi atimi aye kama ene ye de ani akirem ewo budumburam eye Kasoa Winiba road na ekoso no so den na ekoso wo ho ye hwe kwan papa nim enye sapete enye kwan a ebia ye beye ne nne na wo kina ubom sa asen yetutu na sande wo hawa ba going forward no kwan ben ana contractor ne fa so no matimi aye adwuma pade ewo ye akwan ahoro so a atete aprapa nsam na ebedi emfie dodo de amayen na nye se kwan a ye de ma contractor no ya 3 months 6 months na sign etutu enti ye de ani betwem ewo eye Kasoa ani budumburam kwan ya ekoso eye Winiba kwan no na afi yakwakodi nkomo Alex Donko ye reporters ne ba ko ogina ewutu senya sisi aye ne Alex eni nkomo na afi yenhwe budumburam kwan no anase Kasoa to Winiba kwan no so baby akwakoduru sisi a Alex what me nka
ya me ya
good morning now what you say Yankopon Daroma menso me ho ye pa sesi ahifa na wugina na baby a wugina no ekwan a ekoso ewo Kasoa eko Winiba wono eho nsem te se ntwamfoni wo kakra de fa kire
ono me ya me da se eno ka se ni gina ye Budumburam police station ni me pe ye ni ni se akwan no emre bi omo ye bodu ye Kasoa Yuma ena last year omo started from Kasoa Yuma edeko ye akutu bekire Winiba na wo hwa mpempem no kase de omugu kwan no so a omo eye na mum ade ache ade asa no aya na mempo no complain say some challenges ba ku mienu bi esi me no kase bebre na ehwe ni mi say anka enche kwan no bewie se na baya mempo mu isu kwan no omo betuma atomo bibi ti say enkuntuma say ewiebo a enya ade a ekwenye kra enso to so a eye problem na me no kase mesaka eye boys na mo ha ni bia pese no mudi nkomo ba ku mienu bi yenhwe kwan no problems a edema mo ebi say mo na mo isu kwan especially mu yo kara brothers na de kwan ha ba na edema mo sisi amaka say titi blo mo chat mu nyama hoto ana say eye me no akwa ba TV Express and Power FM so
ekwan no danyo kopa sisi mu start ye kwan ye nyina ye ni age ba be bia be gina ye adwuma no na haye Uma etimi gina wansara na mu de machine ba se yentu free a yenkose o me ye gota se ni nyina no na customer bi so mo be ben so na ha adwo no oh bi ya tanjina first no tisia ekwan no traffic ayese a customer so mo be sime ya farm so na ye bre ebi so so to kwa yente na ye dwuma na ha nyina ada ni koko atachenkwa oh de ha ye no ntino e bompa se so mutimi ye kwa na bia na mo fa bebi so ma ye na so yɛn nso a na yɛyɛ wakadafo anase a na yɛbɛgyina na sɛ how bi an ha yɛ bioma ɛne de ne bɛgye ne ho paa
ususu sɛ contractor no wakyɛ anaasɛ ɔkɔfa
dwuma no men chɔntrɔ sɛ saa construction road no so ma yɛ bi da ɛdepende ɛna dwuma no sɛ ɛnyɛ dwuma ketewa ɔmo yɛ dwuma paa ebi mu hyɛ sɛ dwuma no akyɛ a ɛyɛ dwuma nkasa na mo yɛ ɛyɛ dwuma nkasa na mo yɛ ɛnyɛ ntoboase a ɔbɛyɛ dwuma no wie na kwan no ɛnyɛ yie ɛntoro mu nto mu boase na mo yɛ dwuma no ɛkwan no ma yɛ kamakama na ɛbɛkyɛ a ɛbɛboa yɛ no nyinaa ntumi from me mehu sɛ ɛkwan na mo yɛ no ɔmo yɛ dwuma nkasa ɔmo yɛ dwuma ɔmo akyɛ ɔmo ankyɛ o ɔmo yɛ dwuma
mo hwɛ ne sɛ ɛnkyɛ ebi a next year nkɔ awie no ebi ɔmo awie wɔn
from yoma to ɔmo ba no but no say ɔmo start yɛ feeling bi aba ɛto no before ɛbɛdu next year no de a bɛyɛ sure say ɛnyɛ me nipa ɛkwan no ɔmo wie koraa ɛbɛka kakra
nti me nua sɛnea mempo no bi asi aka no no ɔmo kyerɛ sɛ kwan no deɛ ɔmo susu a ɔmo ɛyɛ nti ɔmo hwɛ ne sɛ ɛmyɛ adom a ebi aba next year nkɔ awie no contractor no betumi ayɛ na mo dɛm ɛwonim no access road wonim sɛ kwan de woyɛ a ɛsɛ sɛ wotumi nya access road drivers na ɛbɛfa so wohwɛ videos a mede baayɛ a ɛno ne the main problem no access road nti no tipa akɛseɛ ɛne other cars akɛseɛ a ɔmu bi other countries ɔmo aba na ɛyɛ ɔmu twam no bi wɔ hɔ nam abo sɛ wasɛe ɛsi baabi a trɔtrɔfoɔ yusu baabi a ɛyɛ ɔmo mu kura private car yusu no ɛkɔba saa na ɛde traffic nadeɛ ɛde ba ɛno ne complain a day in day out no ɔmo ɛka paa nti me no kɛse asɛm ama so ɛwɔ ha pɛpie no bi wɔ ha ɔmo sɛ ɔmo de ayarefo koraa ɛba abɛsen na traffic asi na ebi mu koraa ɛsi sɛ ɔmo tumi ɛfɛ mu ɛhwɛ ɔmo nkwa na adeɛ ɔnabo oyɛ asɛm ama na ɛde ma yɛ gomua budumram electoral area kwan fiti bi a ɔmo hyɛ asɔm kaase sɛ ɔde ɛwɔ ha up to now challenges ba paa na me no kɛse ɛkɔ so a ɔmɛpɛ sɛ aban ne contractor no bakasa na ɔmo atumi atu ho anamɔ
how do you call it? Me chia with you for within the honorable Dogbe. Me na me assemblyman our Budunram electoral area. Yes, I quite almost start here almost 2 years ni. Now honestly, me nkase contractor no nyejuma na meboa. Though he's working, but nyama bakumye nupia ewo omu ya affected the resident now omu Budunram ha. Number one, traffic congestion now. Road no baako pɛ nti amama traffic ni deɛ honestly sɛ wopika so a ɛba budumram na wokɔ bibi sɛ mwini ba na sɛ kepesa you wobɛtumi asɔke into traffic for about almost 2 hours ɛno so ɛnkyɛ yie amama president na mo ha no ɛbrɛ wopɛ ka koraa po akɔ adwuma koraa po a wobrɛ because of the road, the bad nature of the road. So, some inner routes be and I say bypass. But because of bypass now, bypass me na say, attention and cause our bypass. So, most of the vehicles, so I want to be and you see that bypass. For instance, sometimes they have that be so I break it down over the main stretch, so. And also, now because of no other route I want on it, now creating traffic congestion. It's rest contractor no now on the needful. Now say all other routes I want any trouble to commuters no. Obey me, I am trouble to all residents of and at that so high sometimes some water, sometimes some water. I mean, enjoy. These are some of the things or challenges that you face in our. And the many, I am the very last year. I was last year, moving my beam class, make sure I will go more with the Bram. The just to plan idea. If you want to, some mama's for compensation. Maybe some compensation. I'm the mama, and I say, I'm compensation na seminal. I think omo property assay number one. Sankofono omo sheda enya omo compensation. Though before project never start, contractor na say on to me scanner was a buying ibema all these structures are not properties are along the stretch I was some year construction. According to contractor, no, I'm not going to speak up. And why kakra diama for the property owners, no. All say are buying the compensation in full. And we also blasting so effective one also up to date. Be when your compensation if we contract natural buying. That's the Metfa Akwenya way so a member of parliament, Honorable Desmond Digrapetu, and your DC, Honorable Nana Akom Margaret, as well as the regional minister, Kopeni. Yes, I know they are also trying their best to make sure that all these challenges now, residents in the airface, they will be able to come in collaboration with the contractor or the government agency to find a lasting solution to these challenges. Madam Nase, that's regional, how do you call it? The road transport minister, Honorable Agboja, compensation now. I was a contractor and I said I buy a chairman, phone up to now. Let's do the needful so that there can be peace in the community.
Okay, Alex, what do you mean? What me who contractors here 1 more year quite as well, what me share be named penny phone be adding command.
So far, the maintainment and fat community ending and come out because I'm a payment can say almost a Jumase. I was say, yeah, a bit more about 9 in Sadia chair on Benjamin Rambe 10 letting go in. And almost I said, my simple friend will be a Emma. Nanny, I met to me, I saw the say, only say, no, maybe or a yakwa say, Oba, a castle, shop like, tell her what is it no, baby or homo yanasa, baby to say, Budumram no, overpass somewhere, baby to say, Gumwa, Apeti, overpasser, Omoya, footbridge, Omoya. And see, road in Yabaka Muguzo, and Pimple, the Mugu, some more contractor one side. Nemum, Yamaba community, Sabaka entry ya, as I said, almost Shamudi at the tree. And I paid the most how much you must say. And we did the same about 10 going there. Only Nababana Masha, you must say, Sanabaya, and you may be to my Aquantaminia.
If it's a young Bia, Nanka, Yatutu man, where be so say, said the situation, ETA, Anka, a bread bang. Ana the people of Budumburam, Winiba, Kaswa, Mufasa, Kwaisu Bebre Pano, a breben and combat me away, Nanki, a whole timeline. Na, Timia Chasse, won't bet me this one because a year quite backward traffic was a year pa. And Yasam get to our crying to Mestre, say, what a quite see the other more Yashe, so Benyan Penny for be near Macassa, near Joe Manu Disam say, a quite near Shannon copy da bang. And maybe a subetimi a ye okay kakra ediama wo mo a etu kwan efa se kwan yi so Alex
you been but that's it them was ya kan na sa pepe they are campaign from Makasa and the amaya because traffic there pa kwa we so ya sam ketwa
yeah na o hwa e kwan ahodo no bebre wo ho a aban sisan ye contractors ni fi kwan ne so kaso Budumburam de no so omo free so ana omo de no omo to aso omo gusu ye adwuma da biada.
Oh, I had a city branch change of government by and contractor so a super day in, day out, day, night, now or bonus after minimum challenges in that still no. The can say of course because I find we are getting we are access route because the traffic traffic can doing and everything is Saturdays and as a women that you know where the mini exercise can no. Yeah, some catch off our way so. And never can say, as you know, contractor, if you can so, minimum access road as a time we never say traffic is here. Drivers never found us on the and then the main challenges are our way so. It's a contractor and the Germany, the 50 bear to a baby, you know. And that's why all your Edumano.
Okay, Alex, you better say, Cosona, dear tree, so the mechano, and they 1 more year quine, I can Ninkomo. Na yentie say yentwe omanim how many months how many years ana sa kwan no obetimi aye awie kura Alex anope ye beda wase Okay, nti Alex Donko aye reporter owo eye awutu senya ana kwanya ekoso efi kasoa efa budumburu ama kopie mu owini ba no obo ho nchemodi a hweren na sa kwan no me kai da no me se me ko takwa na me ba me do Winneba Junction me ba kra but there was a me ko dodging femfes amakese because the traffic alone no me nim de betimi asi wo ho enti empanifo nhwe no momboa se sia contractors ni gusu wo ho omoye adwuma no ombetimi yi ada road bia bypass bia ye kama e dia makas na nke betimi afefa nchenya no maye omadwuma traffic e ho na no odin se edu fiada edu memene da na wo se wo fa efika so akọ Winneba Cape Coast takrade ne mpatem na ye budumburu am na wo fa dia na wanya akoma if the traffic in futuro any potholes the kwan na ye no nukreni but ye de Nyankopon asese ye find say contractors no de wo mugusu wo kwan so a wo mugusu ye adwuma na ye hwe so this time around no wo mu ba be ye adwuma ni yie na adwuma ni mu wada ho na aye kwan pa enye se ade bechi enne anase wo chena na afi sa kwan yi ahyase ye san tutu wo breko aban yi asensi kakese na wo de ye san akwa ahodo nyina ye ne eye nyameke kalala egan DC dima ewutu senya east eba bedin komo na afi ekwan yi nso ensem ahodo no waye DC ohwedi wonim watimi di aban honorable memo akwaba no pay di ba Power FM TVS YZ dwaba si dwumedi so honorable Tumika hello honorable good morning.
Good morning, Ninia Apome.
Boko na onso
you.
Okay. Ekwan a ekoso ewo efi eye budumburam ana me fan se kaso to Winneba said the ekwan ne tie no abribia wo mo fa kwan ne so complaini heavy traffic wo mo complaini ekwan ne nsuo to asade eye time ben yenim se contractors wo kwan ne so honorable time ben na omo hwanim ana Ghana fo hwanim se sa kwan yi wo mo betimi awie
currently Ubasha Mebushia Omoye nearby no actual contract no my young say yes based on the Jumoya no at least I'll say you now yes you're twice so you see probably the next year by this time when we say you see you know the one you yeah yeah by now so come so you go so no thing so we see you want akasa you want your other engagement you can see standing in na no ethical to mo
minim say wagege complaints ni bebre na waba why this year waba wo ewutu senya west complaints ni bebre abewanim especially access route wo mo ye kwan yi ka drivers na kwan so betimi ayusu ni ye se bia babeto wani ma kwan ben ana bia woni contractors yi kasa na wo matimi asolve sa problem yi e dia ma mo efa kwan so
some of them is beyond them because of the contract no yenyanam na umudi kan sha no until yeah not a proposal but na or say wood ministry you go say because we share your time near power no 2012 to 2016 come a highway no the social amenities like chat Kenneth that the offering school time now because you are going to demolish people's burden. It's 1 year, I think also between now and I'm telling you, now to the compensate one. Chaba, you want to start in now, you know, mine. That catch on ma, no, say, you know, you will start to ministry, it's say in no time, you know. Some of these things so elaba assessment are brothers no much me so you like so see mom me show and say by October what baby to say akutia uju afa akutia na whatever the p bugun on by on the one another one which we have for home Rafa another buffer the same with the Muamu that is on your left. You see, you could say now. Push out I will papa amount for type na day maybe we you know as a family no so that part to say that is every week no with a drip machine water tank no that is the go show na ira ko money na ira no community no.
Okay, enti se see there route na woman nam so no more complaining. I just say one more use no.
No, see, we are going to create another 2-access route.
Okay.
But over if you could see, if you kick us over on your right side from Equity up to big apple. Move to the Kusha on your left side, you be creating another one. Would have formed what I found here. Now that you home, see,
okay, Okoshe of Franco Ekopim and Sawon Kwanye Ekoswa. Many what they can say commercial transport operators. One more a year, once you say the Dindy almost watching a Kwanya enye na one more complaining or Moka home said ye one more airboka Ewokano into a china de ya one more person form of casting in NCC wa one more enye Juma. Sir, in semi what to be one and now what ye commercial drivers no one more mechanical so one more better Nasia. What we call China Day, 21st of August, or Monjuma.
And yeah, I'm on the being see that, didn't see now. Whereby, yes, and I'm a kind, the rest of contract, and you won't say, or let us out there, you will be cutting, let us from instead of Milibano, Echo Tapadi, in drivers, so a that's a show, winning and not just assessment, Yamaka, actually, and we are able to predict the ministry between schools now your hospital as a result of this because Sham, the market only the market amount for buying why we need to know there are lots of stakeholders engagement we have traveled now so see the almost and the rate at which this time around one a 3-4 over 7, 3-4 over 7 is one of them, and a part area in Graham, no so much. You see, the traffic ways are kind to go on, and it's a first now you will see, you said the year than our answer.
And the Ujina way so now, what's the people of a year, Kasua, Budumburam, Winniba, Ghana for Nina Bosse, after say by 1 year time, now Kasua to Winniba, a quino, woman Yana. Enti timamufo ana wo mo efa sa kwan so enya botre na bibibia betimi akoye
mepa mo tsa enti na for efisi so na pa chemeti awu for especially union man who use chemicals to minibar up to Kaswa especially me consultancy na chubia bia kana kuma because yeah it will be say efficient is better as compared to previous months that which
okay, I don't pay very much to say OJ bread now. What is I
but in the what we at the point we make a thing for another highway moving from any contract and so on. And I'm looking for your first bridge be. But first bridge no more it's going to create a lot of mess. The biggest company was the state.
Yeah.
Food regional, the whole network of food regional. You see, as usual, the first network who were trading. And one Kasai says, "Almost share food regional." Nanka Musan could be a first in there one. But there's one can I send you saying, "Management, see, not what we do so." Now,
I don't know one person of the food region, Becco baby, and there one view.
Yes, or most police, and I think more. Some number of kilometers are almost also proximity wise no so I think proximity wise no na more fine but you say in every law no there exception also mutual charge no and we na a big challenge regarding to the road construction
senka timemufo ana e patche senka footbridge ne ko ho a wo mu na nke be use ke be ya mo mana yesa
mpacho eno ano
enti bepe me no wo mo ngin to me say sa foot bridge be bia mo pe no wa
ko ata tenda ina na ne nkamu ndi ya ahetu mamite nti not refugees na aso na ko at least most money contract no akasa han
okay na nka ba bia was a foot bridge ne wa nka temamufo mo pe no anka mo fe ko ma
at least ko mo so etu aya man
okay honorable anopai ye better was say oje bre na wo dey say nchemi be so me power na TVS was the job was dwumadi so
yeah let's say that
okay yo honorable nyamete kalala egan DC ewutu senya west ekwan a ekoso efika so a ene ne mpatamu budumburam ekopem Winnipeg Junction se kwan ne connect de Kotakra de Cape Coast takwa ye oko pristia chese kwan na ba kono a ana afa so sabe wo mo ye kwan no a said ye yi hu mfoni dodo na ade kire mo TV no so no niema bebre wo ho a enko ye drivers dey complaining ba bia wo be fakra na nka wo de akọ yi no ama traffic ni niema ba so but honorable Nyameche Kalala Egan a ye DC dima awutu senya west waba be clear no wo say se si ade ye temamufo a na wo mo fa kwan no so wo mo nya botere ko hwie bi be ye afi ba ko no de na sai kwan yi eso atimi ada so na bibibia atimi aye kama na mom contractors am wo kwan no so this is omo de adesrede atomanim say foot bridge bi am construct no na ba ko bi wo hodeda na kwan nti o ma ye afri ho wo mo sre temamufo a wo mo na be benefit wo sa kwan yi am o ye hu sre se ebetumi a anka ba bi o ma ba ka kire mo so mo per foot bridge no nanka mo nhihye mu no ebi a na ntse sa but ebi o mo ebeboa wo na wo mo nkita hudie wo kwan no so atimi aye kama ntinka mo fentoɔ emfemom na bibibia atimi enye kama eti abusha yego so esomo wo live power 97.9 FM na fe TV SYZ Facebook power 979 FM TV SYZ YouTube XYZ broadcasting Jobasi Jumedie no eno an yego so betimi do agentwa ba ebeje bre na yakin kind ama office eno an edi Jumedie edi ebomum ye move akọ other stories so the finance ministry ade insembia ba betudwa wo say wo atua 9.7 billion Ghana cedis DDEP Jumedia ekoso di ama bond holders eti ye ne omubedi nkomo ade afa ho kwanya sai sika ya afa so aba eba beboa na bond holders a omudi omusika ekokoto so no woman setimi aka omusika na but yenkwa ahoma so quickly na yene Samuel Amwa Deputy National PRO Dima GPRTU ni yene omukodi nkomo a driver for commercial transport operators woman sit down strike and I say juma woman pese omo beye no chena dey enam kwanya asai efi eye ofanko ana poku ase ekopem sanwam yene woman kodi nkomo na afei yento adwumadi ni so mesamo me mo akwa ba power 97.9 FM and TV SYZ Gwawasi Jumedi so.
Yeah, papa.
Me ba chona o hote san pay.
Mo ye pa na mo ko di mo.
Nyankopon adaroma ye ho ye pa. Mo complaining ye adraba for a mo fa ofanko kwan so kopem nsanwam. Mo complaining ye with the bad state na kwan na du nsuo to a na tata so port holes any mo kasa na sesei any part a moto na boarding. Entina watchina day anka mo se mo be park mo cars saa negusu tie me ne okasa ijama se mo be park mo cars watchina day mo nya adwuma contractors akọ kwan no so a wo mo ye adwuma watchina day still mo be ko strike na wo bre ko watchina mo nya adwuma e wo fanko nsa wo kwan so
ya se papa na ntia ono wo tie ko no mpampo nya no kre se ina se ina na se echina no yedi action ni pe si ho enam ta fun ya ofubo ya no pre yese ta ibubu ya si eni ni je apa ma contractor akokwan no so a ofio nko so adwuma so ye ma nko fo se omko oni se adwuma ni hwese dia adwuma ni si fo na ye botai enye de dia contractor kwan no kwan no mo be ye dia ma ye no Penise un dipinto da forza oggi le parlo di altro tempinano na ne mandi oa e tu na mona omo yete omo ye di afa ho pepepe
within a short period of time, almost actually the not much happened. I didn't know the business here yesterday, channel, but the actual business. We are sure that we are fine 18 for no much to a mile. At me as I'm speaking to you now. And I pay still I send deploy the candidate team a monitoring team no or monitor the money 18 column. Yeah, sure. By the close of the day, now you win the air because now you're putting you down and say at least almost one side more trouble every am now yet me I used to then where almost one side because previously you know now other side me na atija pansam okokura wunya baby and wafa into the monitoring team no ebuso e monitor hwe the bibi betimi asesa e de na ye share him apoti before the close of the day ahwe say the adwuma ne beti akọ ne nde mps say e monitor iti e kan say if ada no and yes say the monitor say the isi come but as I'm speaking to you now the bibi and say
mo fa kwai so adrabafoɔ mo fa kwai so mahunu sɛ machines na ba ahyase ɛyɛ adwuma na
machines bi ya hunu sɛ aba ɛhyase ɛyɛ adwuma na the improvement no ayɛ hyehyɛ okɔ hɔ a sɛdeɛ tiri do wɔn ahyase deɛ nanso no yɛn hyɛ da ehunu sɛdeɛ esi kɔ no akomatɔ yɛn mpɛn sɛ da ɛma yɛ nti na mi di kankan sɛ we are so monitoring how to see by the close of the day and we see what we will do or the next line of action.
ɛdeɛ na mo pɛ sɛ mo hu wɔ mo monitoring yi a mo yie mu ɛdeɛ na mo pɛ sɛ mo hu wɔ kwan no so na ɛbɛboa na nka mo decision anaa mo gyina yɛ a mo asi sɛ nkɔkyena yi da yi mo entu cars ɛnyɛ adwuma no na nka etimi ama na da hɔ wɔ bere ko a mo nyɛ ɛdeɛ na mo pɛ sɛ mo hu ɛyɛ fiti time a mo monitor ɛbɛpem ɛnɛ da yi na etwa to na nkɔkyena ma yɛ no deɛ na mo hwehwɛ ankasa ɛwɔ contractors no wɔ
na yɛhwehwɛ ne sɛ yɛnim sɛ with those few days no ɛnyɛ adeɛ ɔmbɛtumi aspace no sɛdeɛ ɔmɔ no na mmom sɛdeɛ ɔmo bɛgyi so afeele kwan no sɛdeɛ ɛka ne sɛ ɔmɔnka ne baabi nsuo ataakae ne adeɛ a kyerɛ sɛ cars ne bi keka atwam ne adeɛ no yɛbɛhunu sɛ those areas no atumi ayɛ motorable a kyerɛ sɛ yɛfa so a ne nya saa ɛhaw no ɛno ne yɛ monitor ahwɛ sɛ nnɛ ɛhefa na ɛbɛtumi akɔ akɔdu
ɛkwa yɛ ɛyɛ ntoboaseɛ ne wei na wɔtwe yɛ na ɔma hyɛ ase aba enti wosusu sɛ nea mohwehwɛ no nyinaa no na wɔtwe yɛ wɔ mu bɛtumi ayɛ anaa na sɛ
your expectation is we know very well say yes a final asset adwuma na omo ye no omo mpa da koro na anu anase na wotwe empanzie nyina na mum se obi ya ade na se anamontuo no ekọ anim na improvement ba udi wani hu a udi wani sha udi ni baby a ekọ se ebeboa anase emboa so our expectation is yes yes some nyina ma ye prefer within this short period yeah but at least you need to be a quantity previously. Tell me you need to be a year follow. If at least you there is an improvement. Tell me can say at least one side the question is more trouble. Na someone come on can you idea no as you must be fele or kakla at least let my manage for some time.
Commercial transport operators Nyankopon ya adom a se bibia ansesa decision no na wochena mo se mo be strike na da ben ana mo be jai strike na masan ya adwuma bio
oh another there am the strike na ye kono e ade a ye ko na monitoring team no a monitor akodum pempenso a omo de report be ba sa fe di ade na e ntimu ntuka na mra na eja ye nsie tuka no kono ye di akoye adwuma nti ye ntimi anhyete dakro ana na enu ana na nta nyina be gina adwuma na se di adwuma na e kolo
na ene mi ne wo kasai motimi afa kwan so anopai motimi ahwe efi ofanko ana efi poku ase ekopem eye nsawam babi ayeye kwan motimi ahwe so ena anopai ya me ne wakasai
nse anopai de ye mubinum entu anamonko ho ba se de bi kankan no ye wo team a ye deploy omo se omo eye monitoring de ma ye anopai nso no omo set up no omo kwakoche nti omo kosha report bi ha no we been communicating with them
na de ekɔ so bia no so yɛn so yɛtumi ibada no pɛ bia yɛni bi ɛnkɔ nkɔhwɛ ɛbi
ɛnti sɛ report ne ba na yɛ deɛ mo hwehwɛ deɛ a Ghana for ana wo mo ete amasama poku ase nsawa mu a mo cars na boa mo bɔ mo nyuma so no wo mo nya rehyɛmu sɛ report ne ba na yɛ deɛ mo hwehwɛ ne bia wɔkyena dai sɛ deɛ mayɛ madwene sɛ mo nkɔ adwuma na mbe park mo cars no ebetimi asesa
mpɛnsa deɛ ɔkɔm gye ne mi ɛnyɛ paa ne yɛmpɛ sɛ yɛde yɛka yɛ adwuma sapɛsɛ adwuma yɛyɛ a ne yɛnsuo nya kakra na yɛdi na mmom deɛ yɛhwehwɛ ne sɛ ɛkwan no bɛyɛ ama yɛn na passengerfoɔ koraa nso ɔmo nso tikɛ no ɔmo bɛdu no ɔmo nso yare no ɔmo nyinaa nso ho atɔ nti no yɛbɔ mpaeɛ nkɔsi the close of the day na asadeɛ no ayɛyie kakra a mabufoɔ nhwɛ anim sɛ nea yɛde ano kae sɛ anaasɛ deɛ yɛyɛ sɛ yɛbɛyɛ no yɛbɛtumi atua time ma no ayɛyie ne nyinaa gyina sɛ deɛ adwuma no bɛkɔ no sɛ bi kankae
ensem ahodoɔ no na akɔ so ɛwɔ ɛyɛ poku ase to nsawa nkwan so na committees ne bi complaini sɛ si a the fair cry was say a charge woman no wɔn timi tutum ebi a office circle na nka akɔ poku ase a ɛyɛ bɛ 750 pesos ana we but driver no bɛgye 10 Ghana cedis wɔsi wuntimi a si fam mo na mayɛ mpanifo ɛda the various transport union no wɔ GPRT deputy PRO sɛ nsɛm matibi na matibi a anamo bɛ na matudi afa ho
oh me da se nsɛm yɛ siase attitude ɛno koraa na ɛnam so ma yɛhyɛ ase sɛ yɛbɔ wura mu finding out deɛ nti ahyɛntafo a ɛnam saa kwan no so no ɛfa saa atuban no ɛna even some of your members ni bi koraa mpo a ɔmo no na ɔmo nto so na mmom ɔmo de krataa brɛ leadership ne sɛ sɛdeɛ kwan no tintin ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo twe ɔmo ahyɛ duabɔ mu ɛno na epia ne yɛsi daabi yɛambɔ mmɔden a mpia ban no na wanyɛ biribi ɛte saa wanhyɛ anyɛ biribi amfa kwan no ho a na kyerɛ sɛ kwan bi so no passengerfoɔ no na ɔmo so ɛka adua mu nti de saa nea bɛrɛbafoɔ bi no mu yɛ no yɛate ɛna ɛnyɛ ɔmo nyinaa nso ɛna yɛwɔ ɔmo so tumi then yɛhyɛ na yɛhyɛ ma kwan no atumi ayɛ wie ɛde ama ɔmo no yɛsan hwɛ sɛ deɛ ɛbɛyɛ a ɔmo nso ɛbɛtumi akyagye the appropriate sɛ obi amfa ne sɛ ɛnkɔgye buo biara a ɛboro deɛ ayɛ nyinaa yɛahyehyɛ no so
okay anɔpɛ abo ɛbɛda wase sɛ wogye yɛ so na afei ɛkyiremu ɛsɛ na ɛfata ɛwɔ ɛyɛ mo strike a mopɛ sɛ monkɔ no ɔkyena sɛ moanhunu nea mo pɛ sɛ driverfoɔ a mode mo cars ɛfa saa kwan so a mobɛtena fie ne yɛda ase sɛ wode nkyerɛmu abrɛ yi yɛbɛkɔ so deɛ neɛ de akyire ɛnsesaeɛ biara so bɛm ɛwɔ ɔkyena mo strike no a moma wɔde ne aso nte sɛ ɛbɛyɛ na wɔn a wɔmote saa bea yɛ ahodoɔ nyinaa wɔn koma bɛtumi atɔ mo yam okay yo Samuel Amoa deputy national PR edema GPRTU ana yɛne ne di nkɔmɔ ɔkyena dai commercial transport operators wɔn mo nhyehyɛ a wɔn ayɛgu wɔ sɛ ɛkwan a ɛnam ɛkwan a ɛnyɛ afi poku ase kɔpem nsa wɔn mu nti wɔn de wɔn kaa bɛsi hɔ efisɛ wɔn fa kwan no so a wɔn cars ɛsɛe na nneɛma ahodoɔ a esisi wɔ kwan no so wɔn ani ɛngye ho yɛhwɛ sɛ saa wɔn gyina sie a wɔn asi wɔn bɛtumi adane no efiri sɛ ɛbɛha adwene yie sɛ nyankopɔn yɛ adom na ade kye na saa nhyehyɛ yie yana gyina sie mpanifoɔ ankɔka bi na commercial transport operators sɛ yɛnyɛ adwuma imagine wɔn a ebi a ɛbɛyare mpofiri mu wɔn a kyɛ sɛ ɛtu kwan wɔn a ɛkɔ nnwuma wɔn nyina obi ntumi nya kaa ɛbɛha adwene yie paa eti mpanifoɔ mfa ɔmani endi saa asɛm akyi na afei yɛnhwɛ deɛ ɛbɛkɔ akɔsisi yɛbɛbɔ mmɔden na afei yɛabɔ wura range bɛyɛ ɛna bɛ baako mmienu ni nsɛm bi a ɛsisi wɔ hɔ ɛyɛ Ralph the fellow Ghanaian megye di sɛ nipa ahodoɔ no anim ne yie paa wɔ ne dwumadi a wɔdi ɛwɔ ɛyɛ especially abɛɛfo ntentan fidie yi so na okopie mu ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Ridge Hospital wɔ bere a na ɔde obi akɔ hɔ a wɔn kɔkɔgye ayarehwɛ na nsɛnsɛm ahodoɔ bebree ɛkɔsi wɔ hɔ sɛ video na yɛ ready a sɛ yɛwɔ a yɛbɛtumi ahwɛ kakra deɛ ɛkɔsi ɛwɔ Ridge hɔ yɛwia yɛbɛgye brɛ ne yɛne Dr. Thomas Anaba member of parliament for the people of Garu na afei yɛwɔ okay doc wɔ ahoma no so deɛ yɛnkɔ na yɛne ne nkɔhyɛ nkɔmmɔ no aseɛ video no yɛde bɛto so na afei wɔn nso watumi anya bi na wahwɛ doc anɔpɛ mmemmɔ akɔ wɔde bɛ Power FM ɛne TBS YZ dwaba ase dwumadie yi so
Michiao na Michiao Chiefenina.
Doc, yeah, that's a son of pay. Wajib Bressa on the Bekasa. Eddie Afasa and Semi Akusi original. Rob the fellow citizen. Eddie Obi Echo Rich. Na video be Trebi Kobe Moa. Na I saw ni health workers no. Hamso se woman pebre nanko woman timi hwe nipa ne ye wobreko ano mo kire ne se yen hyehyɛ se ni se netie sa asemi what bi ne wahu bia then I work can the found doc
Me that was it. First of all, me per se minka kire doctors and nurses at the Rich Hospital emergency that I sympathize with them and that we are grateful for the good job they are doing there. Miti assembly me share video no na me ye calls bisa to really verify what really went on there. But before that no me bisa who say there will be call hospital as emergency happen for emergency. How did they work at the emergency? The Ghana Ministry of Health emergency protocols. So who do emergency wards as a patient? The first thing the nurses need say, on the show the way we ban whether you need some support or not, then assess you, ask you some quick questions if the need be, and categorize you into either you are a green, you are a yellow, or you are a red. If you are a green, say we are greener, you can wait for more than an hour to be attended to. We are a yellow, you need about 15 to 30 minutes to be attended to. We are red, we need immediate attention. We need immediate attention. So we are saying in Sawe Nina, Ghanaians in Sawe Nina, people do emergency. I also won't be such a category ban a war. Because you need doctors, 100 doctors now within our emergency HIV patient. And until they decide to say, categorize it the way everybody be by emergency. It is not only in Ghana, it is the whole world. From what I understand, say, love the duo, now patients will order. Then, or say, or bleeding. But from what we know, even the bleeding has already stopped. And she has been taken care of by a nurse and asked to do a folder or get a card, then they can continue with the treatment. It means that not only category red and not only category yellow or category green. So category red can nurse no be fan up for attending him even before they call a doctor. Okay. So we do now category for immediate treatment or for waiting for 15 to 30 minutes, then your own is green, meaning that you can even waiting for 1 hour. So we attend to others who need urgent attention. You don't use that one to video the whole scene, which is ethically wrong. You can complain about yourself, but you have no right to record the whole emergency, including patients who are lying down. Some of them were even telling him not to film them. And he went ahead to film them to cause a chaos at the Rich Hospital. As if he was right. He cannot be that right. If you are even causing more harm to other patients with your noise. Look, the country, it's not that I'm supporting doctors or nurses, but let's be factual. We are 1/3 of the required number of doctors we need in this country. So therefore, even the protocol now using for emergency is very important because of the lack of doctors and nurses, so that you don't allow those who need urgent attention to die. Whilst you are treating somebody because he is a social media person. No. We treat you in the hospital according to what you come. We know we have challenges in the hospitals, but we shouldn't go and add more problems. When doctors and nurses want to work, you are hitting them. You are traumatizing them psychologically. You even make their attention to other patients poorer. So to me, irrespective of the challenges we have in the hospitals, if you have a genuine problem, there is a price you go and report it. We have the customer care department in Rich Hospital, which is at the emergency. You walk there, see the person responsible, report the case. If you think that the whole hospital has erred, you go to Medical and Dental Council and report. But the scenario now here who Rich Hospital on the stand on that day, and in fact, I was traumatized. The way staff were molested and disturbed, the way patients who were on bed were molested. There's one patient, he claimed that he has been there for 1 hour. Now, who patient, no. From verification, that patient came with a head injury and was attended to. And they went down to the CT scan to see to it that they get the CT scan for the head down. Not that the person was not attended to. He was attended to and stabilized and waiting for a CT scan. Meanwhile, he said the patient has been lying there and has not been attended to. So I think that Ralph went overboard. He went overboard. He molested the nurses and the doctors there. And that is uncalled for. We would like, irrespective of when we want our nurses and doctors to be working to be superb, we must also understand that we shouldn't add more problems to them. We shouldn't make them feel more uncomfortable, more insecure working at the emergency. After all, if you chase them to run away, like they did, and there was a real emergency coming, that was rare at that time. That was rare. That needed urgent treatment. You could say they attend to that patient. No. So that terrorizing, the act of terrorizing nurses and doctors should not be accepted. And I think Ralph should have to come back and render an apology and pay for what he has done to that nurse, causing that nurse to be hurt and beaten. It is unacceptable.
Okay, Doc. Apart from the recording, Ralph, and to Kwabi Ebemu, Yahunu said nurses for be recorded, say, as a woman pra, woman sa, any woman con, and to Kwabi, any basabasa be bemu, any part of dobi, if he baby ever can raffle or hospital or said yet on me, what's bizarre?
Yeah, Matisa. So Matisa, a man for be by to attack the people and the rest and some ahead. I think this should be left onto the police and then the hospital. There are pictures of those people. They must be arrested. This is a civil case. They must be arrested to answer questions. Once you beat somebody, whether it's in the hospital, it's in the market, it's in the funeral house, you take it to police station. The hospital can take the case to the police like they have done, and I know they've done it, so that they invite, they arrest all those who were implicated and dealt with. And Ralph should be held responsible because he caused all these things in Rich Hospital that day. If he hadn't done that video and called for people and even said that they will see, look, abroad, you can't go there and terrorize people and beat anybody in the hospital. You can go and report it if you think you are not treated well. The abroad that he's quoting, you can't go and beat a nurse or a doctor in the hospital. You go to the right place and report. So he should have acted properly. If he thinks that he came from abroad or he knows abroad, he should have gone to the right place to report. We are not in agreement that nurses and doctors should treat people badly, no. But if the public too has erred, let's tell the public. Let's tell that person that he has erred in his attitude. Causing terrorizing patients there and causing people to come and beat nurses and doctors, that one is unacceptable and they must be dealt with by the law. If they are also guilty for not treating them, the Medical and Dental Council will deal with the doctors and nurses that didn't treat the patient well. Mm-hmm. But for beating the doctors and nurses, you must also be dealt with for beating the doctors and nurses.
As a former director of Ridge Hospital, I know, sir, cameras near my nurses no near my way to woman. Omanya footages be woman evidence be on betimi ama ye hunu bi say ampa enkrofo ba ho be kan rafo no mo be attack wom doc and what me anya bi.
No, I have not gotten some, but I know the police has the authority to go and take the cameras, the recordings of the hospital and play back and come out with the evidence. That one, I'm not an expert in that. Okay. What I know is that they have complained that they came to attack them. Yes, there are cameras in the hospital, and people have also videos. They should use those ones. The cameras, the legal of the hospital will give their evidence, and the cameras have their recordings. They can go and play it back and take the evidence there and deal with those who are involved. As I've said, if nurses and doctors err in managing the patients, they can be taken to medical and dental council to deal with them. If also the public come and attack nurses and doctors in the hospitals, the police can also deal with them. One crime, one mistake should not bring about another mistake. No. One mistake should not bring about another mistake.
As same way see, and immediately the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association added 48 hours ultimatum about the appropriate authorities they should arrest Raf.
Yes, I'm happy they have asked that they should arrest Raf, but they are asking government to go and arrest Raf. They should have directed their question, their order, their ultimatum to the police, not the government. I don't know why they brought the government in this case. This is a civil issue that happened there. They should direct it. There are institutions responsible for those civil unrest. Direct it to the police. They are giving the police this ultimatum, but to say, government, we want the Flagstaff House to come and go and arrest Ralph. No, it is the police. And the Rich Hospital Management has already reported the case to the police. So I didn't like the part of their statement that requested government to arrest Ralph. If government arrests Ralph, say what? They are to go and report. A report must be made to the police. You see, this country, let's not be mixing things. A report must be made to the police to go and arrest Ralph. It is not government who is to give orders, go and arrest Ralph, or what? The hospital director can report to the police and ask them to get the Ralph and his team arrested. But government, Flagstaff House, to give women to go arrest Ralph for what? They can sympathize, they can ask the minister to let the hospital management, and the hospital management will report like they have done to go and arrest Ralph. That statement, I didn't like it. I respect them so much. I sympathize with the nurses who were beaten, but directives should not be, ultimatum should not be given to government to go arrest Ralph. The process is very simple. Hospital management is there. Report to the police, they've done it. Ralph is arrested through the orders of the request of the hospital management and the nurses who suffered the injuries. That Ralph must be arrested. Let's not bring government into this thing because it's not a business of government to be arresting people who go. No, it's the police and the victims who are concerned. Government will sympathize with them, but not to give orders that go and arrest. No. If we do that, the same people will complain. The same public will complain. Government is giving orders for arrest of people. No. Government shouldn't do that. The hospital management should do that.
Okay, Doc. 48 hours here, the appropriate authorities are on Ralph. One say na woman they will advise themselves because their lives feel threatened. Advice and so men who advice in the bit me I say nurses and doctors and I say one more health workers say what regional on bet me more numego say one more quatinefie and
no, what they need is security in the hospital to work.
Okay.
So the onus lies on the hospital management to provide the needed security in the hospital. That's so that everybody can come. It doesn't. If they also don't put in new security strategies, they are not giving assurance to the staff there that they are concerned about their safety. And I'm sure, and I know, the medical director has done it. He has spoken to the police to take care of the issues that are happening, and provide security in the hospital, enhance security in the hospital, to take care of any other person who may attempt to come there. So I'll assure them that I know very well security is going to be enhanced, and I know my chairman of my committee will be talking to the security agencies together with the hospital management to ensure that there's enough security in the hospital to protect all workers in the hospital to go about their normal business as they are required to do.
Okay, Doc. Me no kasa no pay there. Doctors, nurses, health workers say what raging na akwa adwuma mo yom adwuma pepepa obi a okoja yarehwe no e wo se okono koje ne kama bibia dadin ho.
No, everything. I don't think there will be a problem from now regarding security in the hospital, because what happened is an eye opener for us to give up security because they don't know what happened. So I'm quite sure from yesterday when I spoke to them, security has been big and everybody is safe to work in Rich Hospital.
Okay, Doc. Anopa ye better was say oje bre na enchiremu e fasa asemi ho odi aba besom yen e odwumadi so.
This is that was Libre.
Okay, yo. Dr. Thomas Anaba, a member of parliament for the people of Garu and the former director of Ridge Hospital, Ralph the fellow Ghanaian, wakopie mu ho na odi obi ko ya. No na adwene mu no osusu se nipa no bleedi enti nanka e wo se wo mo treat na asem no emergency nanka bibia timi ye kama ankoba ne saa ma video twa ne niema hodo bi ko ba mu ase sei health workers wo ho ese da bi de course no antwa yie nti ebe ya anka the appropriate authorities no wo mo nche raf na de nti asansem ne course no wo mra na onfa nchire mu mra na chewpa bi wo kora no a wo mfa meka ho se de be ya wo mo health workers a saa niema yi form ho no wo mo so mo kuma ebetimi ato ya ebusa eguso so mo live on Power 97.9 FM live on TVSYZ job as jumedie ana yeguso a yeso mo no yedane ye ho akwa bakakra na afa yede jumedie no ato let's talk a year educational consult na okay yenye we na okay you know yanko the Ministry of Finance yanko the Ministry of Finance Dr. Kasiebo Forson and the Ministry of Finance the ababa tu bia say o metua 9.7 billion a year DDEP bondholders yisika ya ekokami watimi o metimi atua bi e de amoma bi bibiara ebetimi aye kama ye pa ntino yenhwe na yenhwe and that's what the government pays 9.7 billion coupon under the domestic debt exchange program DDEP. So Accra 19th August 2025 the Ministry of Finance is pleased to announce another successful coupon payment under the domestic debt exchange program DDEP today August 19th 2025. The total amount paid for this obligation stands at 9,698,815,220 Ghana cedis 17 pesos. With this payment, total disbursement under the DDEP in 2025 alone now stands at 19.4 billion Ghana cedis. The payment demonstrates government's unwavering commitment to honoring the terms outlined in the Memorandum of Understanding signed under the exchange program and is expected to strengthen investor confidence and support fiscal credibility. For in line with the 2025 mid-year fiscal policy review, government has established two dedicated sinking funds accounts, a CD sinking fund account and a US dollar sinking fund account, as mandated by the Public Financial Management Act 2016, Act 921. As amended, this will provide liquidity buffers to ensure the timely redemption of loan obligations, including bonds maturing in 2026, 2027, and 2028, respectively. Government assures investors and the public that subsequent debt obligations, including DDEP obligations, will be honored fully on time. Issued by the Public Relations Unit, the news editor. Anna Wamo Diababe Tujan, bondholders no, not just Wamo Bebomode na Wamo Dio Musika, Eddie Amom. We say Yanko na Yanko Tie, let's talk educational consult for Wamo Madam Time Bob Emra, sa aye ready a yentie Madam Time Bob Emra, na fe yentua Jumedi ne so. Okay. Eti yebo boy ho na fe ye hwe nim say let's talk educational consult. Madam Time Bob was say awofo ne ahwefo a mo pe ba bi pa ede mo manako school no makwa ntete pa no o mo hwe nim say mo fa mo manambra. Let's talk education preschool and elementary eboa no ho 6 months to 6 years. What the obana ba let's talk educational consult for beje obano ama ntete pa all year round a year school vacation bi anim wo mu gina Montessori any inde kwan no so ana wo mu de kire oba na gire ebie na dwenem na bibibia atimi ye kama nti bo moden na fa wo hu koka Eltech family no ho a wo bre kwa wo de oba no e koma let's talk educational consult for memene da bia so wo mu won hyehye pa a wo ma ya eye programs ahodo eboa ma wo ma ne nim de ekoso ye pa penifo mu osuehunu e wo saa programs yi mu BTC entrepreneurship, public speaking, technology and art. Wamu abobo mu a wanyi hu afrim na de oba no koka ho ebebo oba no ne adesua wo sua yie pa obehu o machira kwan rotation nungwa estate Mango Street ne so number abetimi afre wom 0249 069 821 let's talk educational consult also building the future through children. Abisa yanko na afi yanko hwe Madam Time Bob embrace ya.
A lovely good morning to them. and then thank them there or do the memory when they free daha they would say education. Yes, you pay your boy Ghana Afraba. You pay your boy Afraba beyond Ghana in Africa. Ama yetum ya done one future why very good ama maso me opinion me nya sonje inyo. That's what we are looking at. Into yesterday, every child is like the sky, and the sky has a lot of stars, and so the stars now woman they need to allow them to shine. So because you are the sky and there are stars in there, no, I would shema a quanibiado. The mustana or strength more bibiara. And I pay my minchia Apostle Dr. Parkway see him and say home. Now minchia Honorable Atusopan. Minchia my daddy Reverend Finakoma Charles Ampo for Mrs. Edith Ampofo. This morning I want to ask every parent who is doing the listening there. How are you cheering your child? How are you cheering them? Say you can cheering I saying yes, good. How are you doing that? And a payment be said, Eben Kwando Nerifa, na enyim kwana ebefadono so. How will you even encourage them? So there is a way as a parent you need to find a kwanbido. Nezi encourage you, but as you cheer them up, and make sure that you are clapping for them, you are cheering them up to achieve what you want, because you are the first child's cheerleader. And one thing I've noticed about kids is that as they are growing up with the interactions we are having with them, no, what you say, it's a good imprint or stick, and so be that cheerleader. And unconscious some no matter what you think is a challenge, there baby, be positive to them. It will get to a point where they would love that. It will ring a bell. I was listening to one mother's conversation on Ghana had a aperture, an African American lady. Now Nebane is part of sport. Nobody won for some time, but because of the conversation and the kind of cheerleading now, Ozamanebano, Ots nature, like she traveled far, she came back and she joined the sports program. Into our nature and our friend Nebano. No, Kada, you are doing good. You are doing excellent. I love what you're doing. A friend in nature. We in nature, do be jina baby. Into Okabium and our friends, Okabium and our friends, it's a bit too close. Well, no jina hoda man. To be no putting an ordano. Ordano, friend, mommy, no say. I wasn't sure that it was you. I felt I was hearing it in my ear. Or feel the otte. So this is what happens to you as a parent cheering your child on. Bearing one asom them in jina nature, imponesa ka. Nasa in jina nature. I think that you are saying so require baby help. That is it. Let's be that unconscious mind in there. Yet share and more farmer on. Aside that, this morning I would love to permit me to speak English, because I have people who listen to me and the fancy they do not understand. So if you are doing the listening this morning on Power 97.9 FM, my name is Daitessa Ampofu. This is a little one I'm a from. I'm doing that because I have people who listen to me on social media who are not even from Ghana. And so sometimes when the communication goes, it's a bit difficult for them to understand. And so this morning I'm telling them that whatever question they have, whatever they want to discuss with me on social media, the Facebook page is Let's Talk Educational Consult or LTEC Preschool or Madam Time Bomb page. You can like a video, put your question down there, or send me a personal DM. I will answer you, because I realize a lot of parents are around. They would love to have their kids over, but because of distance, that's what they will say. But I'm even looking at those outside Ghana who would love to inquire and know what is happening and would love to share a problem a child is facing that we can solve. Aside that, I would also love to say that when you like the page, please share so that somebody also gets to know what we are talking about, how best we want to help the African child. Because this is drawing me down to what we are going to talk about this morning, which is very, very important. So like the page, let me know where you are liking it from. As you're commenting, please share so that somebody also gets to know, and then they will also ask a question from there, because we need to relate with everybody coming closer on Yemukumu. So I want to do that. I don't want it to be like we are only keeping it to ourselves as Ghanaians. We are only keeping this good thing to ourselves as parents in Ghana. some of us here are even having a difficulty understanding the Fanti, and so they should permit me sometimes. These days when I come through, I'll mix a little English with it so everybody can get an understanding, because it's more like lighting a candle. That light, you can't hide it. You need to put it somewhere for others to also feel the brightness and then get it, because we are here to help every child, and I can't do it alone. I need you to join me so we can do it together. This is not joy. Okay, all right. And a pay from Let's Talk Educational Consults. I would love the Obiara Behu there. We are into education. That's the main thing, especially early childhood education for the foundation of our kids. And then secondly, we are also looking at Yeboboa Afrabam. We're looking beyond the classroom when it comes to entrepreneurship program, personality development, IT training, creativity and exploration, and then also helping them to understand that life is not all about just going to the classroom and then learning and getting a certificate. There is something beyond that as well. And we need to help our kids. From Let's Talk Educational Consulting and preschool, no, it takes from our ways 8 months to 6 years. 8 months to 6 years. Now, 8 months to 6 years, and you use the Montessori program and INDEC educational program to teach them, to build their foundation. A foundation wherever that they will go, no, teachers are available and ready to receive them. The marathon of our Saturday school, we take them through things that will help them to develop as well, because we don't want to in anything that they are doing. That is what we are doing. And so from this time to September, if you're a parent, you can pass through and then make your inquiries, be part of the program. So come through, walk through, make your inquiries. A bottom is a week before so that's in your budget environment, to help. That's what we are doing. And so that is it. The vacation program our area is helping the kids turn on mind, brains into their own development and being curious, independent, focusing on what they really have to do, identifying problems, solving it, knowing the type of learners they are. Now here's introduction to entrepreneurship, creativity. For the past 2 days, I have been with them, but they have been the ones teaching themselves, mentoring themselves, which is you are as proud as anything. So for our creativity class, we had Ms. Queen, Africa Pongo. She's 14. On no take charge, teaching them how to prepare friendship bracelets and others, and teaching them selling out, making money out of it as young people when you want to venture into entrepreneurship. And then yesterday we had them also discussing the importance of the 21st century child, the kind of skills they have to have. And that was handled by a 13-year-old Miss Hawa Mahama. Now, as they were doing it, I stepped back a little and you want to have a conversation. At the end of the day, when we were wrapping up our conversation with what they have learnt, Enyama 6 being a wobodo mom, my kids are learning. And so all the other questions they had, they wrote them down. Then they started asking. This is how independent we want the kids to be, to research, to read, to learn and explore and explain things to their own understanding. Also, who is a 21st century child? And them, so I can remember what they said. This is what the kids said after handling this project. At the end of the day, all they said was, then we have a lot to do, Miss Tessa. What they said, all of them. And so they went like, so Miss Tessa, we have to learn about leadership skills. Said, yes, you have to. Wherever that you go, be you a leader, a follower, you know the principles of working with the leader, so you work with it. And what you are doing right now is you starting to work as a leader. And then they go like, then we have to have good communication skills. We don't have to be talking and doing and throwing our hands around. And I said, yes, it's very, very important. We also have to be creative, because in everything that we are doing, whatever and whichever, we be able to miss it. And then they also added that we have to think critically about everything. You know what happened, Mr. I said, I don't know. As we are sitting here, when we started talking about it, I realized some of the kids were not understanding. Because you are using the Montessori methodology, we have the 6-year-old joining up to 14, and they are learning from them. That is what is building their confidence. And they were like, Mr. we have to critically think about how we have to answer this question, how we have to talk about this to help the little ones. That is a 14-year-old, a 13-year-old communicating. And then they also added, so with the collaboration, it's not just about collaborating with somebody, just making friends. You have to be cool with that person, know your basics of the friendship that you are forming with that person, to know what you are collaborating with. That's why, Barton, I would love you to send the questions when we share this. Say we share it on our pages as well, so you can go there and like it, share it. Our question viewer, you type it, so that we can answer, because me peda wan kutim bete never keep warm. I the mobile can answer the ASL. TM pedam Let's Talk Educational Consult. This morning we came to you with the kids and what they are doing and how they are going about their learning. It's in men new film. There is more time. So 17, 15 days, 16 days, we can still work out some child. It's in let them join the vacation program. And please come forth and register your ward for the preschool education and the Saturday school as well. Because that one, or ye na ya boom, Ghana ni ye, or money ni ye, into 0249 0698 21 0249 069821. Follow Let's Talk Educational Consult on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Thank you.
Okay, see, Madam Dieter sample for Dodo na tia friend on Madam Time Bomb. Wono ana Let's Talk Educational Consult won sema hodo a ebetimi aboa wo ba no wo bra wo de ne ko ho no akwaje ntiti e pa no wa cheche mu edia a kire wo no ebusia ha e power 97.9 FM live on TVSYZ, live on Facebook at Power 979 FM TVSYZ, and for YouTube XYZ Broadcasting. Jobasi Jumedi ana yede esomo sabre Haksamisha and capsules ebusia esebra osa yadeye ehu edra se wunya bi na no mo a ebusia wafa ho adi no wasa yare no matter how many years edi ebeti akọ na hu ni bi okra science ni bi awo osa wo betimi ehunu se e wo se wonkope Haksamisha ene hasa capsules enie se bia wunya weight loss and loss of appetite untimi endidi ye papa na oswati amepacho bomodi anakope Haksamisha and capsules ni bi the betimi possible say ye osa yare ene ba betina oswo afi acid reflux, belching, bloating, chest congestion, chest pain, nausea, heartburn, dizziness, anemia, lower back flank pain, pain before or after eating, blood is too. Sancheni na unye hubi ewu nipedi ya penalty se osa yare no na ababet na so a was say a job akope na do ani be che no akwakope bi na etimi abo eno eye Haksamisha ene capsules but FDA abomodin agi say nkratoi atum say edro ye drupe betimi abo na wo osa yare na etimi afio na mum woni mfie ndu wotwe wo yo ba wafanyi nsen ana wo ba wo mabofra nufu a ba cha dro wuntimi num bi pharmacies ni nyina ubenya bi na wato Okanchi Drug Lane Repatch Ventures and Hallows Madina Ecart Pharmacy Tema Little George Community 5 Kaswa Educat Pharmacy so open dodo na wetu a number obetimi from so ne 0240 238 310 0240 238 310 and now 0203 822 855 0203 822 855 Haksamisha any hasa capsules ye osa ne time for I'm sorry ye 12 jumedi no so Power 97.9 FM na TVSYZ sabe Dr. Sharp aka the Demon Chaser watena se ye ne Dr. Nkodi nkomo enen so den nsempa ana wo de ba besum wo man Ghana de shefo nyina doc akwaba
ejoso
na umbom tisai
nyame ne na bofu adawo ma me ho ye papa
doctor squad e obi say ye misa me ho tisai because da bia me ho ye
wanye da bia no mo ye
sa doctors mo yare
ya nyame nhichem de obetima yare say yade ba gisa wo sa won yade na ye bi mo nti ase no
okay doc enen sempa ben eni ayare hwe afutu ben na wo de magana for ye tie
yada nyame ase amisi obi ti Dr. Sharp nkade a na nitie na obenya fa hodie nso ewanya na yaresem Dr. Sharp ya buru ni bo frem kransa yifre ne kranka ne na namunim ha ban o ma kire na ode sayade ema obi biara ehoto no a obi antimi nyina ni mu sesei ana sesei Dr. Sharp wa duro ntino o chese o sa yade na anye ya bra odu sika be ma abashia ma 15,000 Ghana cedi tete de 150 million afa ma report ma any nearby police station bia
challenge kese na utru
da bio na ya no bi antemi ye me abure ne bo me firi nkransa ye firi ne kranka wate ne mecho no me ye metimi akire wo yade bia se motive no makwanse ba obodia apafra chachakwata ena kompo ena emum yade bia no no ma me ntimi nsa ate ne mecho ebetimi de IGP ayi police akwata se ni mo nchan ya na ni mo nsama da mpare ate afa enwo a wanya yi ba kumpo efa yade ho me metimi akire se me ye duro na anye ya ubetimi abo yade bi din se me ye na anye ya momo mfre radio no so me send this car momo what you say
enti yare bia obi ba wo ho a ye krankro da no so
krankro no yesa
obesa yare no
yesa na
wantimi ansa eka bi obeba odi ni sika be ma no
ai ya be se man 15,000 Ghana cedi o kwa de o ye journalist ya o sha me jeda ni mo what you me to pa info bebre wo a o munya bibi wo krampa for years o man kasa de nkrofo ba
wow
what you me to
okay
ye o nse bibia ne ne ye wo ho o nse ne asem ne tie obi wo no ma otibi kan sem bi hwe abibiduro no o mo boa ekita hoɔden kita tumi abibiduro yetimi de kyere nan on se ne yete utimi sanom oho san to
okay
utimi pubi etimi sama extra hoɔden mena se ayifo be Kumase FM weda mamodi Light FM be kaya ne ayi be kaya mena otumfo asante ne mo nkrofo ahemfo ayi kase wo Kumase kwatena e wono mka se obi yare a omra ayimfie ho ya kase ayimfie no mfa no ono no mfa no mra meme ho sa anye ye omra ayimfie ono no mra medane ka o magis kan mfiro o ya ko Kumase no mekoye adwuma Kumase kakra ya promise asante ne ne ayi ya frese manhia fo se me ya adwuma mu obi na sa anye ye wo sa ayi asante na na gese me kura no ma anya yi na na monyim na ntwie 100 yesa 150 by me di be ye yi won me chese gise e bia me na me di na ntwie no kwache na na de what you say record da ho
a wo sayade wa ho
yade bia enu on me ba on me ntimensa apafra chachakwata mumu ena kompo bia no yesa ekọ Muhanom na afe na muhume wati ne mecho
stroke
condemn one yesa eko obasori ananti majestically na stroke anya yade anan ne o kan no o kan Greek
edabi diabetes
anya ekwe me ma diabetes wona obisa mi me ma diabetes edroses ya wana me ma odi asikiri ebe kokuro da ho apro etisa de ben esonsono efrimu me yama na nkwa man first kana mana baby e ka say apolitifo na no apolitifo enim ye ne nuoma ne e ka say judge se nkrofo nyare ebi mu nyare wo da bit ni nyina mesi ye ma ebekọ amana jai kuro da ho na pro e wo se ye twa to twene me sharp ye ma ebekọ what you say enya nkwa ne ye yo ye wo mi ayi stages akese sanete
okay
what in mecho nationwide nyina anim baby wa mo kwa mo ayi asa nka mebubo obi kire o
yare agodo bempa na mo de ba mo hono mo a wonim se nipa dodo na de ba na omo nyina nya no
bia o de baba bia ebesa
apart from the boss say munti
achacha kwata kompo ena mumu ena obi wo no nsusu on se nyame mra so ama no oye ndenya obewu wati de mecho onu ni die nyame friend de me kura na edu ta ma mewu a nyame friend ya mewu wati de mecho apart from no bibie ni onum wati de mecho se CI president yo tesu ya president mama onim se many the most promise herbal and spiritual center in West Africa na ye me ya na yi da so minister of health nim what in the mention onim o nyina nim o na dia wo so no mai
what is our word ni nyina
me kita heart akoma dia me kita ya wo so bebre ni onim ye no onim ye ni onte yenka no onte yenka obi onu nso a wate yenka bi onu ma ubeye nipa den obua atodie bem wanya atwere 50 years me yamane na nkwa me Ghana America ho what in emechon wana ka kire watwa wupa mane ntwa nto diem Bruni ba nkranse ni ba na no kasa no
wow
what in emechon sa na tie nti yankasa sese abafu anim ye obi omo anim ye de anim ye me nya yade mfeli da me ntimi nya yade mfeli gisa wa no maduro what in emechon obanom gisa wa no me maduro obi wa no ma obaba ne bani nti onom aduro ne onom ya no ne ho ye se to na ode kakakra no adwane me hu nkrofo mobo obi ba me onom a on say bia ya bagi wo say ya metim ma otue ska ne bi na me ma start mo waduro no nti o ye yi a me ma aduro anu ohye meti ati de mecho ma aduro anu ohye upa so bi pa se ebia wo de ebia aduane to ne yema ebia ne yem ye ne ya ontimi yetwa no makoni ade wo yade bi e beka de atozu bia no momon kan fa nto so ate ne mecho a doctor dikre broni na aka kire no yade america nyina no so obi wa broche no otie me na broni na dikre so yade oba na mantima anya mana me medinisi kabema no on sanfre that means me ni aduro kura na sharp kura ndi enyo na o kasa no mpato bintimi nsi o Ghana da ani wi aseda
wow
on se ni asemnete nipa na wasi broni a kire nse odi ebia mako 20 yema sei nti ne yetue no makoni ade sai ade ba na ade ani akafa no test ba ni aye no metima mane doki tuwe bi sei enkire se maduro nyina no yade ni nyina no oba ye ma waduro kitua bi ana ho ato yade bi wo no ma ebetiriti kakra pati ase se bi obi a oni makokura be 15 years ontimi ni makwa na sese kitua bi se to ne yema yi no metima mane duro kitua bi sei na kese ne ho to na anu no metima mane duro kitua bi ayi ase kitua bi o onuma 15 minutes metima mane dishi tonko a wo me manimenti me ma
anyi fa biai ben ni biai ben na Dr. Sharp Herbal Center se wo bi epe wa ba anyi fa na mo wa obetimi aba o
se ne yo kaswa branch no bi ba ma ya bre ni nti branch ni bi ba ma ya besi ama obi anso ate
okay
ye ni branch o ba bia ube hu se me anso na me bia sei what you say
yes
ya wa kaswa o ba me on ma be fa kaswa ka
okay
no aka se obesu overhead na ase so osu aka so overhead ase a faka eco new market ne ya ba akopɛ na waka so a
okay
new market no aka se obesu ADB bank Agric Development Bank ADB bank
okay
usu ADB bank ya biso bi asa ohwe Dr. Sharp
okay
se nipa na nye da no waba ono ma ono so ya wo se wo dia obi anu ono ma ye ko onso so na nkyeye
okay
obi anu ohun Dr. Sharp ADB bank ubesi overhead na sia faka eco new market no aka so besi ADB bank usu ADB bank ya bisa nipa bi o won se security o denyu obi abunu bia bisa nse ko Dr. Sharp obekire me consultation bu onye den eye 200 Ghana cedis
okay
entu ba me hono ma no aboa ho fo yade na eda oso no wahu bi a che me mpa yade a edi 50 years 60 years 80 years o person samani firi on man pacho first day na yade no ba wunya dura nka enko 80 years me mfa ho metima sama
okay
sanetie ni ofre yentimi nya be kire
good
no aboa ho fo yade no nti utie sika no bia ye mo oduro na utuatua nkakrakra every day bia me ye adwuma me ni holiday every day bia me ye adwuma
okay
fira no passes ekobo be ye anwumire 5
for numbers ni good
numbers no na wo TV no so no mo tie FM no mo tie ni ye me ma we 0266 14 another 14 6 9 0266 14 another 14 6 9 020 we na ye WhatsApp no 020 489 74 54 020 489 74 54 050 554 19 96 050 554 19 96. Dr. Sharp, the demon chaser, ne numbers no.
Doc, anopay, you better was a pass, or banner, senior, wo, nimdia bebre, or yari, we, obeji Ghana for Nafi, almost so yaria, ye cram crabet numbers on the beating from Yadas anopay. Okay, Dr. Sharp, do na Trinity, our friend, the demon chaser, Anna, watching Kano, was a bra or Kaswa, Nafi, woman debre. Na womo ensa wo yare na wo ho entiminto yie pa abusha high power 97.9 FM live on TVSYZ job as jumedie ana yeguso a yede somo kama enche bia na afei yene ga west ye MCE ebetenase na afei yedi nkomo de afa pokuase ane ensa womo kwan no ho se kwan yi ho ana gina so na commercial transport operators womo hwe se nyankopon yad mo china womo be paaki omka so obere omo nya adwuma fise kwan no atete apro asai apansam yedane ye ho abasesi a na afa dwumadie no yaba beto aso twan menko ba bia.
So yamfa enchasronko free True World Pharmaceutical Company Limited emma yahwefo ene yetifo mama enenso yene mo aba bedi ehia biemu a na eye Indian company kese a yaso yene ewo India na yedi enuro ede abawiase amama nyina eso a nyame ncha dom yendo no ebi aba bedru Ghana hanom abribia ye ka chemo se ansa na wadru ebetimi akodwaman so ama Ghana fo anom no aya na ewo se adwumakuo ba ko a womo ebo modin pa eye nhwehwemu ede fa eno no ho jetum ansa na womo ama kwan no aye nhwehwemu ede afa yeno no ho mekire Food and Drugs Authority womo aye nhwehwemu ede afa yeno no nyina ho agye atomu se yeno no eye papa nteno Ghana for emfansa womo ho yare yeno no nyina eye India hama ene yakeka bom ede aye habandura eni nsunsanso boni bia na abibia ye hyase na ye kasafa yeno no ho a aya na anidie no ene yedi kan ekasafa ho mama edi nti a aya na ani no ehu hia ye na abibia ye bo hu daru na ye kasa edefa ho nipadua na akwa ye nkane anyankopon ede ama yen eyeyeni wani nkoa na ye yare bia ebowa udan obi ansa na watimi aye bibia ewa asase so enti abibia mimomu die enka mesre se uso ye yare a na wasai ede yi nifraye se woma ebintu kwantimfi da esanse se wani fra wode mama ma yendum night kra na uda mu na ohwehwe ade na esum wo honom aya na etosan ni wani be fra na wonkwan na wo bedi no wasase su nyina no wani ehuna de enti abibia aya na yekasa ede fra ni no ho se bo wani ho ban abra wani no wahyase ehunu sunsansuo bia echese wani no ehun tochima no entempa na wohwehwe True Worth yedura ye frani True Worth Vision Capsules misramu abribia ye kasafa no Ghana for dodo na mahyase a monum ye no ni bi obi wo ho wonom to abaako wonom to amienu ane wogyan nom ye hyem nkran se wahyase se wonum ye no a esense eya hama India hama na yakeka bom dia ye aduro ni ntino wo se utokoso nom enkopim se obehunu se se die wani ni se ne esi hunu ade no wasi udadamu anasi wani je ho anse na wagyae nom mesho enkonom to baako to amienu na manje ye aduro no nom eba saa unhunu se ne aduro no esi ye adwuma ewu unipadua no me pa cho se wako hospital na doctor aka cho se wenya glaucoma ana pressure bo wani ne so a bomodin so obehwehwe true worth vision capsules echi akwan essence se unya glaucoma na pressure bo wani ne so a ekosei entini kase bi a ekonect wani di bo wadwen mu a ebo ma hu na de abroni frɛ optic nerve optic nerve no se ehu to chima e ma se ne usi hu na de no ahode ne ba fom nkakran no wontu na mo a e ba bedu mpempensuo bi wani ne e ba be fira kra mama man tena se entwen e ma wani emfira ebe true worth vision capsules e wo honom wo se me bo aduro ni din ba ku mienu na me di true worth na so esan se vision capsules na do so odwaman so entu kono won fa true worth na anso so a ye beyi adufuforo na amawo enti misrewa okọ a aya kai se aduro ni din e di true worth vision capsules afi ye kase nyina no ye de ato o TV screen no so enti mo amhwe yen e wo TV no so no ubon se ye di true worth vision capsules no e de ato so na mo amutie wo radio no so no enche me de yen telephone numbers no e de be ma na wotimi afre na onso ye we bia edu nya no anaso kodu ba bia ye ton aduro no mpo a ye ni nipa na oton aduro no be kasa na we yi true worth vision capsules no e de ama me pacho uyo bia wani e so tayo hene opesa ayekoko na epru eso ayo wisi uda so ya nopa na ohwe light ana say you no hwe light a uhu ni blare ayese entintan bi wani no so me pacho obi wo ho ade ben na uhunu ade no wo akiri nso a uhunu obi mpo de ade san na esuma duru no kra na yeka ni night blindness no uyi obi a wosa oha we ya wadru eye true worth vision capsules a eye india fu wadru a ebo atwuma me pacho uyi obi a ete esi wani kosua so ete ne esi eni so ebo yenka yenti efifi ketekete nkakran no wontu anamo a eba bedru mpempenso bi ete eba bebu wani fra esense lens na wani no etimi e reflect na hunu ade no eno so na ete ye akwaje so afai ntu be de na wo hunu ade stage bia ete no efifi wani so aduru no me pacho bomodia na wo hwehwe true worth vision capsules echi akwan yendo no leading pharmacy herbal shops drugstore se wo my Ghana mu nyina na ya to apete a uboru ma onsabetimi aka bi afi aduru etoso mienu a eneme pese menu edi hu nkomo ye aduru a ye fra ni azaka no eye ma mo manya diabetes anase esiche yare ya ekum nipa edi nipa nya na me pacho ye wo India fu aduru a ye fra ni azaka se esiche yare no eye type 1 anase type 2 anase senia esiedidu mo akuduru no bomodian se obema onsa aka azaka de bi esiche yare no ni sunsunso a aya na yehunu ni bi nie unya esiche yare a kakra bi na ensukom do unum nsu a kakra bi na ensukom sign do biem afi udidi a enche na ekom sign do me pacho esiche yare kro yai ema osote u reduce weight na waye ha me pacho se ekuro ba beto ho a ekuro no umia ekuro ni ntimi nwu umia ekuro ni ntimi nwu me pacho hunu sensunso ya na ebon kayese wenya esiche yare ni bi esiche yare kro na nso me pacho aya na ama onase ataitai me insunso a hunu se eye diabetes ne eye type 1 anase type 2 no eduru a ebeboa wo eye azaka ya eye India fodu papa ye di abadwaman so afi se mojabroso hawa me pacho anasa hypertension yo wedu wo ho a eno nso eye vivado ya ebeboa wo esen ebrinti no ye ntumi emobo ye no ni nyina enyare a esa no so me pacho ye wo joint fatis wo ho a eye adwuma ewu ye no mpem ene ya poso uyi obi a sabi mpreduasa wenya entinu mu yare a ye wo nerve alive ewo honum bema sabi mpreduasa wenya prostate wonso ye wo prostate live wo ho koko ne house ye internal part na se external part ye wo adu ema awo ho nsem aye diama momensis insufi bugu enka wo himfi honum musu ye lady fort wo ho enra ye dia badwaman so no edoso se ye boy yare so anase entimi ama yare so ye nuanom mema sabi mpreduasa mo ye mre wo kete so munyina ye wo munno ewo honum me pacho mo hwe ye TV no so no ye number no e the screen no so na mo amutie wo radio no so no ye ntumi ama yare so na no nche se ye ni wadu true worth ye wo ho ma se ye bia edu nya no ye bebo na ya pe edru dia ma na de tu yare na ase bomodia na fra yen e wo 0558 724 302 0558 724 302 0558 724 302 and 059 558 2628 059 558 2628. True Word Pharmaceuticals, your health, our concern. And I no pay ye da yahwe for any etifo nyina ase.
If I show Brana, make sure I deal with Baggy.
Brother, and not to be.
What time about Michelle and the city about Queen Wayne and say?
Bra, said your time about Mister, it's your Jimmy fearful, and not the about ever so.
Really, do this offending now.
Bra, some because me the time about Mr. Huadansia, we are seeing now ever Timinka, and it's some malaria, where run it time about Mister.
And you go, dear, no more to want to meet any deal. What run the time about Mister? A drink and your map or bar waffle through, the one map or down for any aquada when you do you and some of the time about Mr. Draven. She's a walk hospital and answer lab. I'm what we said. Oh, a 3-day malaria be answer.
I also time me TIME. Time about Mister. I feel malaria fever be than is Ziba a woman. Even slap. Ubenya be at all, over the counter medicine sellers. Any herbal shop to do a namu. FDA Aji a dreading cratway at all.
Good business means seeing the possibilities and maximizing opportunities. Making sure you have a responsive support system. Backs your business goals. A partner that gives you a stable platform with reliable connectivity and seamless solutions, and better understands the tools required to take you to the next level. With so many moving parts in running a business, we do our best to provide you with some stability. The only kind of stability you can find with MTN Business Broadband, the fastest and most reliable internet provider in Ghana, making sure you stay ahead and stay connected, because we understand what makes your business tick.
Sign up today on broadband.mtn.com.gh or call or WhatsApp 0244 308 111.
MTN.
Yefem na kwa me taxi driver na enkane na misisi eso misisi na kame na to na twetwe binya 3p garlic misa no aboa me pa
Odun ata miracle bi wadro no jese mafunu kra se di sia twini anka se me humi esi so se me humi ani esi so obeka se di bibi hye me so bi no na ye normal mi bi ne ti no ti pa me sa 3 days ni adona anka se de nyankopon di ayi bi ahodi se ma yi bi nya sam keto ana se we de me fro aka so na me fa hye me nkwa me
me de abe pa 3 years ni ana aseme gina wa me na mo se shinya hye me kwa me de ameko bi amu so much me dru ta ba 6 years ni o tema bi am ya ma di se ne me jana ta ya le ne nku me preko ene 4 days ana me koto 3 garlic mixture ni tema me kase yanku no ya me se ene ya me no kase me wa to me a me din wa me mte
3P garlic mixture ubenya bi wo mamu pharmaceutical shops and herbal shops Fred Piwak e wo 02489288824 and 020100002.
Make a 5, 10, 15, 20, and now the Obetrebia mega cash lucky box. Ubediska, I'm a 1 year Timiaje. So, more than a fan who can a year Jumedi in home. A year NLA Caritas platform. One more Timia Bomodia Sankra to ya tomorrow. Nemo Mundi in Fiedu watch here. If I chop a modern day, you won't free more. Terms and conditions kakra. Check us out Jumedi in home. Mega cash lucky box. I see win big, win large. Mega cash lucky box. Easy play is a win. Agbozoreba clinic say busiano power me fan to anemo. Say ya the one who do na aba. Nemom nia me babu boso yi de wo makwadare mu a wo mo hu no gu ho sesi e se no bi nkwa na etete wo de a. E ba cha wo ba wo mo jebre no masaw yare ate afi so kra. Maybe a premature ejaculation, 1 minute man, or from Pana, no Sunny. About Agbozoeba Clinic, Sebra, no on your breath. Now, if you want to show, what do you know? So low sperm count, never STDs, African candidiasis, I hear white, the one I have my pa, and a sexual weakness. Agbozoeba Clinic, one word draw, warboa. That's I had the way, you know, I saw you through, so no one near Timia J, no about bra. Ubehura Agbozoeba Clinic at Chakwan, Ewa Kwashima, or Mobile, and Fiona from our number way, so 0241 750 82. 0241 750 282 0241 750 282 Anna Tema branch and also our community 25 Savannah Junction opposite Dev Traco Estate. Once Agbozoeba Clinic or also number bit me from also 0557 402 696 0557 402 696 Kulungana Limited. Say Bushia Bomode National Song. Say we your bank one now person your Basimadia. The Araba Bazin Pels the Abra Webisia. Yarawa would be to say painful cramps during menstruation, after tick dark offensive menses, heavy bleeding, sexual frigidity, lack of orgasm and sex, after sexual weakness in women, infertility in women due to maladjusted incretion, irregular flow, absence of menstrual flow, after a year poor blood circulation, any menstrual related problems in Araba Bazin Pills are Kulungana Limited Diabano and Ebeko Tia Saya the Wahudu in Ubenya B our pharmacy shops in Nemo, Ducat Pharmacy Kaswa, Tigo Office, Afe Pharma Trust Pharmacy Wakaswa, Unicorn Chemist, Malam Junction, Oson's Chemicals Adabraka, Ekus Pharmacy Ashaman, all pharmacy shops and drug lane, I were Okanshi and Kraiha. So open the door to her. For more than contacted Mulungala Limited for our number is so 0244 139 176 0244 139 176 and 0204 139 176 0204 139 176 Omu a year is Legon a Champion Junction Mulungana Limited for one more Jibre Aton Araba Bazil PCB Nafi one more the Amawa. I was here at Power 97.9 FM live on TVSYZ. Job as a Jumedi and a Yabo Data Nafe. Some who do a tregu or my Ganamua, Yegusua, Yenemo, Echegu, na Echremo, Eddie Amamono. Medoka says Sabradia, a Honorable John Desmond So and I, MC for the people of Gan West, Atenase, Yababedin Komo. Edi afa pokwa se nsawom amasama kopen nsawom ekwanya ekoso no na afa ye nyine hu honorable me mo akwa ba no pai
ye jamania
na hu te se no pai
nyame na dom adepa chie na ye hu ewia no de ya seta memerade
okay enra time aye de frel na oje so na wo office no na msise say time for Friday de ama MCs ni DC so mo report office because around 7 something now office did that. Sana de bia wo office ni.
Yes, sana de bia mekano. Ye di ejuma share won sa. Na ejuma na de share won say you should come and solve problem. And we need the ejuma na share won sa. And for the purpose of serving the reasons why you were appointed. Ye jina as MC ya. Ye jina ma President John Dramani Mama. And ye see ni bia ni instructor ni bia chere. Say, this is the man who had faith in you. I go to the office early in the morning because a bit more muku jumano pa. Befa office, some no shisha and some once an hour call. And I schedule my meetings from 7:30 a.m. Until I try to do my best and my bits for the people of Gan West and Mother Ghana. But Minyabema answer na betu ankomo.
Yes.
Pese me de me bode ro bakon ma Yenyina Mami, the regional minister of Greater Accra, Honorable Linda Akwele Okro. Your regional minister or your Mami, what can all MCs nina abum?
Okay.
Na send on here corner. And what dear Yenyina is because of her. She's the Ya Santua of our times.
Okay.
I wish Mami na baby nsuo to musisi dan wo nsuo nyina no mami onu no obububu sa dan no na we here kukutu na there say juma
yes
nti bidin cha kese ema me ankasa me maame Honorable Linda Okulu. NFN, so Member of Parliament of Congress or Amasaman, Honorable Senor Sedema Fenyo.
Yes,
Sedema Fenyo Europea. You know, it's been all around. I can't want someone ever came. He's always with me. Meetings be my initiative. Meeting the consultants, the contractors, my report phone, and he has always found time to be there.
Okay.
With the chairman Sanko for me.
Now the people of Gawes Assembly were what to say?
Namanadum, I make say the people of Gan West. I think say open be about an MC or Bob Yenny dear.
Okay.
Also, it do so Baba Ye would dear. Now what to Juma Panoso for the sake of legacy. So far, the people of Gan West, I think they are cooperating, and there's a new hope. Because before getting here, I was the constituency chairman for NDC.
Okay.
And also, people know me and I know them. Okay. And I first said, Bana Mabano, me being an Amasama boy, I don't have any excuse than to bring development to my people, to satisfy their needs. And so far, I'm getting everybody along, and I have a solid team in terms of the technocrats over the Gan West Municipal Assembly. So far, so good. We have a dynamic thing, and I think that the vision we have, that is developing communities through industrialization. You know, I don't want to divert the purpose of this discussion.
Of course.
My vision is, you know, say, you are to say, Yaminadum, Yenya Highway, Efa Amasama.
Yes.
Like when we assumed office, one of the initiatives I'm hearing is, me invitee Gan North. Trouble area North MC and a friend so and some Madrid MC. I brought them together with my MP and your call Kushia because the issue of the road was very absurd. In Kushia, so I initiated this consultative meeting. In Kushia, the consultant and a senior project manager of the road.
Okay.
So it was a kind of like a consultative meeting, and then you discuss here. And you've been pushy say at least near SSOM and right after that, in collaboration with Ministry of Highways and Roads and Highways, we organized a press conference. And you're calling it in some control minister personally, I initiated one-on-one meeting with the minister. And you're born come up and promises of releasing funding because the people were saying it's because of lack of funding. And the Minister of Roads and Highways promised the funding was going to be released. And as part of the big push agenda, President Mama, is doing everything to make sure Ghana will accelerate to the next level.
Yes.
Road Minister can say, hey, promise. But and then no can say, or can't so why here? I'm a Sikana Ahiti account. Afterwards, I took it upon myself to become like the monitoring officer. Every week, my fair consultants, my fair friend is saying, senior project manager, every among them, me record. Assembly members will bear me out. Tenase, I'm a friend, so that we know the state of affairs. No one can say Sika, Nyama do say Sikanaba. Sikanaba, and so, who did it? And I told them, right now that the monies have been released into their coffers, I expect Maripoma. Okay, this is how the whole thing works. Maripoma is the project contractor. So government will deal with only Maripoma.
Okay.
Now Maripoma, this Kadama Maripoma is supposed to, transmit the funds to other people now, or no subcontractors, no more Yujuma. And sometimes some businessmen can be very selfish. Sikanaba for their own purpose and intents. One say we are not scanning the account. Now it's on the money Yujuma no more yet. I was on them. Yeah. And fortunately, baby, what Sikane we are seeing the work just say Sikano Musaka and on the ground.
Good. Sesia Makasa Aban Sikano de Ama Maripoma said your work now they are back on the road our more year Jumano. 1 year fakwine so they say wo area ho or district ho Amasaman Pokuase Faso Akopem and Sawam. Dabe no mun training say at least a kwino ebetimia beye mo trouble dia mama just omutimi de car faso even say nye bia a unicra na de aguso sa potholes any nsuo beto the heavy traffic dabe no mun training say at least animanim ya no then ebetimi asi okwan so.
Okay. Because nsuo to 2020
yeah
kwan say no potholes are Kasiebo kwan so emebe koso friends and huge traffic.
Yeah.
International traffic for 1.5 hours. See, I have engaged them. And as someone catch them say, within 6 weeks, one side of the road will be motorable so that for instance, commuters can use it. And back to what I said earlier on. Burkina Faso, Northern region, Ashanti region, Eastern region. This is the corridor they use.
Yes.
This stretch they use. Say a Juma and Kosovo, not just say everything is getting stuck on that road. And I mean, agenda no developing communities through industrialization. Kwano is playing a major role. So me who say me a monitoring officer. And like the minister told me, Minister of Roads and Highways, say, Charlie, this road, you are the most beneficiary and you are central to this, so monitor it and communicate with me. And every week I'm on it. Almost say, within 6 weeks, Kwano.
That's 1 month, 2 weeks.
Yes, maximum.
Wow.
One can say, or say even maximum.
Maximum.
Yes, but my last check, Enra, I was on the road.
Yes.
And then I was there. Over the weekend, I was there. Senior American portals ke sena about as of today, Oma Felix portals nina. Until we haven't seen cars even speeding more than 40 meters per hour on that road.
Okay.
However, Menoka say Oma Felix are huge portals nina. I actually say they are on course. So all things being equal, fingers crossed, and we'll be right there with them, and I'll communicate with you accordingly.
Okay. So motorists are more ply road, especially the commercial transport operators. Sabri or more air keka. Meaning say what to be. Nyankopon ya doma ochina. Wama say wamo enkwejuma. And ano pay Yasani Omakasa, the deputy PRO of the GPRTU. Yanin edin komo or say wachina wamo enkwejuma. Wamo be park your car because of the state and now the nature of the road no and ya the omo be kwejuma. But sense him what to be.
Yes, Mate. Odim, yeah, Ghana for. And there did be a yema Ghana for no, a yema politicians, a yema me as a municipal chief executive, a yema me so. Meaning said they have the rights. Every demonstration in this government, a yebiano. Meaning sure say it's something that's going to benefit Ghanaians. It can be. I champion demonstrations. And Timino, Mitiasia. However, no, this is what I have to say. So be a demonstration, it's all notify police. And the police also notifying is the one within the jurisdiction or command.
When you almost strike,
yes, but maybe
okay, Mati.
They went to Greater Accra.
Okay.
Omamba Amasama Divisional Command, and I'm calling for more. So the commander came to me because I'm also the chairman of music.
Okay.
And he came to discuss, and I'm saying, oh, send it to be and Kasiebo mobile channel money. However, no, what we need to do is to organize like a consultative meeting between the GPRTU, the police, and myself. And Maripoma as well, the road contractors. So he initiated our meeting. I'm not going to say we meeting Basso.
Okay.
So we need GPRTU. I think it's the general secretary. We spoke yesterday evening. You can't say meeting was, and hopefully, and we may call RCC for a meeting. Right after RCC, now I'm rushing back to ensure that we meet all of them.
I feel I'm mobile share GPRTU for no so.
Yes, okay. The police came to me, and like we have to consult them. Okay, this is the state of affairs. Government can't say we releasing this can. Government aye nothing more there. You see, then do not forget. We inherited it.
Yeah.
But however, no, the previous administration didn't budget. They didn't make funds available for this project to be pursued. So we, the government of today, as part of the big push agenda, no, we have to find money to make sure. Yes, of course. So because in what it means is scale of preference.
Yes.
You budget.
Yeah.
You make allocations.
Yes.
However, no, allocation as government is not to push this, but you will say a need. Best satisfy Ghanaians. No, we have to try to find money from somewhere to push us into this. And government, I hear nothing more there. In the no. A year contractors, we have made sure they are on site. It's the person may catch a no GPRTU funds there. Kayon and the BBA like BBA get right. I don't know how to say it. It's like
then the
BBA Bekoye.
Nice one.
See, a Juma no more yen. Almost 7 Ghanaians and commuters. So, who obstructive road now. Not just a whole day's activity, will be obstructed. Nti ye pese catch am say mesre wa ombra ni nhiem ni ebon kombo na nia omkrofo no woka ni omaka kire me no ye de beto dwa na ebia timelines omama yen no so months me in this war then you know they have every right to do what they got to do. I'm with them. I'm pleading with them say ombra ni yen nhiem no me, I'm with them. I'm with the GPRTU. I use the road. I live in Amasaman. I side with them. But I believe that dialoguing is the way forward. Whatever they will say, Maripoma, road contractors in Bekano, we'll make sure say they go by this. It is a bad say, as they've said, within 6 weeks, then I think they will have every reason to
do what they want to do.
Yes.
Because anopa yene PR deputy PRO for GPR2 Kasano. The shede bisa ne say oma fa kwan ne so. E free say aban e kase wotua Maripoma say omonko oma fa so. Oma hu say omo ya na o confirm kire me. Say nokre ni oma kwa ko hu say machines egu kwan ne so. Contractor na ba ne say wo ye na djuma. Na emum say wabai ekwan no still na etede na afi na omashasi omoye nti omo de until say omo behunu se ekwan no omo de omo ka afa so a ensei ekwan no omo de omo ka afa so a emfo ha obi ya mre wo mo no enya de ochina no ewo enopa ya masen nya message credit e free omo ho se ochina no nchise ekwan be na mo be fa so if se nipa eti amasama poku ase kopim nsawam bebre kura so bejuma wa akra a omo be hia akra na ochina say commercial transport operators say yen nyina ye park ye car yen nyina pressure de beba.
Yes. At the end say person church bibim kakra in every project it goes through phases. Into Juma hot year for about 17 months, enkoyi. Say omo ba no. Some be sat Juma na, some the gravel so no basite, some level, some ramp and so into a phases.
Okay.
Into America say 6 weeks now on mama no. Baby ano. Ombe yes ani man kanka cry and sana ebidu. Into face on boom sesian. Say they want to make sure say the northern to southern stretch no is going to be more trouble standard. Now we enusa cars beating me about without obstruction. Later on they will move just after this one they move to the other side. No more Juma. The target ni say within maybe 3 months, the blacktop because which we call bitumen or asphalting. Be fine. And they also say by June, na kwano aye crab beshe. Me no, and when you pa based on my vision for Gan West, me patch say like ubia eba Accra no, we do amasama, no we do kind. We should Kumasi, we should Tamale or whatever. We do. Amasama pen we do Accra. So the agenda and our vision, me want to say, we want to use industries, develop your community. Send a bit ubifi, northern region, no, but so call Accra pay Juma or buy a do Amasama or Benny Juma. By doing so, no, you are decongesting Accra. Do you understand? Into agenda no son. Into ya war on a central GPRT phone. You anymore mumra near bon combo. Because near how no a miss me how. That is why government and the president appointed me. And see, like government appointing anybody to do a job because of a source of problems. If it's ordinary, then your appointment is not worth it. It's come and talk to me. Let's have this dialogue. Near the way forward. And I'm going to form a monitoring and supervision team. And GPRTV for Nagasa, they'll be part of it. So this is how the team is going to be structured. We're going to have 2 members of assembly, 2 members of the police, 2 members of GPRTU, and 2 members of the Maripoma contractors. That is the senior project manager, Abdullah Mama, and then the senior consultant, engineer Atta, to be part of the team.
Okay.
Just an engineer Kasa Ayabako. And just a Kasa, now we know what we're talking about. And see, Mr. Wana Minuanum, Mumi Shim, Niambon Combo. Now, if the info timelines are not so now, Yankasa and Danny monitoring officers to ensure, say, at least Kwan be and a Kwan way so say, all of us are going to benefit. And in the Yamias say, Yaminadum, Yenso, Amasaman, we are going to benefit because we are the most beneficiaries on this stretch. Intino, Miss Samora, a Yam is in the Yamano, Umian Bon Comodina, Yan shall say a Juman Bacoso according to plan. And I promise you, every week I will be on them. Every week. That is what I did before we got here. Okay. And I'm still going to continue doing it until I see the blacktop.
Okay. sɛ wotie temamufo a ebi ti of course ga west under your district wɔn mo ebinom te hɔ wɔn mo use kwan na say because of the bad nature of the road no the commercial transport operators no first no wɔn mo increase no the ma because anya saa wɔnkɔ ana obi wɔ kora ɔkɔ nsa wɔn mu ofi second na ɔkɔ nsa wɔn a obedu achimota obeyiwam so ɔkɔ no kokodu ebia baby to say poku ase a eno so obeyiwam car na iko no wasan because of the nature of the way no driver for no so ehunu say ye top part dodo ye tie say ye brakes ni ade ye nti no yen so kwan a ye betimi afa so say de be ya ye betimi enya sika de sa complaints no waso atibi because ebinom complaints or more can say obe free circuit ka bi abedu be amasamai no na ni sika watua no times 2 or 3 of the normal price and fair was anki ejeno what be kwan be na wo fa so na se what be a na woni GPR 2 for enye nhyiamu na saa wo hawi and pressure ya babeda senkofo is bit me fear.
Okay, me that's near me be koso because it's backdoor conversation. We don't come out to say them.
Okay.
But me, I'm T. My name is Sowanai. Me, ni Sowanai. I have been to the Minister of Roads and Highways, Nina Bonkombo, because Amasamaya Gan West is the third largest municipality or constituency in the whole Ghana. I'm talking about we having over 300 polling stations.
Okay.
It's a case like a mania so yen Amasama Sopa. And we have 1,685 kilometer roads.
Wow.
Now so 5% penny more trouble. Into your idea a hammer.
Good.
A hammer.
Come back me baho. Mo kwan be be inner roads no.
Into here can highways as na ye share inner roads and so. Into me na bon kombo. Me ne okasa today. And me ne okasa.
Yes.
In collaboration with Urban Roads, the municipality ye reshaping. Okay. And also whole period and in him say Ganson, this is our festive period. We are doing this and we are not doing it because of the whole periods alone, but to ensure say committees between akwaba you need to engage I'm also assure and say or you inner rules no or the Bema contractors no with me aye sana abwai.
Okay.
Kasa like is incomobo you know, but it's not everything that you want to come and say because your opinion on the bon komoa until you see the evidence and you don't want to just make noise. It mean I believe in action. It's all Tomo Boise, Bibia will go according to plan. And Nra, like last week we were doing reshaping around my era. Beba Nra, they were doing Amasaman. From Amasama or Beko all the way to a kind of Blow Road. Into the inner roads, you know, we as an assembly we are pushing the project. The MP, Member of Parliament, said my opinion. It was with me 3 days ago whilst we were reshaping the roads. And you know, he's always available, he's always there. And Onankasa so count. And see, yeah, making sure say at least send your better no in Janisa. They be American says, oh papa bread. No pay a Japadian amount. No fimu, no the Japadian shower sa. It's your responsibility to either maintain it or take it to the next level.
Yes.
So over no young na idea in the Wabregu. And senior President John Mama, who share send a near bray or to Niama, Ghana economy. So we MC here, won't mean that. And a young Kasaya Mami, the regional minister of Greater Accra. Oh, yes, Antoine. Oh, no, she motivates us, she inspires us. And so if you have this leadership, you cannot sleep. And I am not sleeping either. We want to make sure, say, maybe I can say, as evidence has started, we're going to sustain it and ensure, say, by the end of the 4-year term, no, then I will say yes. John Mama Dramani, Abano, His Excellency, Nabano, Yabai say Adi Amagana for the sake of legacy, for the sake of yardstick for future.
And Komubia, a bit more work Gan West, Nimi Edino, anything I still made you know, assembly no. Why ready? You be the municipal chief executive for the people of Gawes, you know. Say the GPR2 for now the various transport unions are more driver for more I share a cars and nam coin so ye jume money bidding come up because this extra fares no e problem every workers no. Eddie and to kwaba obi wa metu ya mintu ya ni ye nesi kwan so because ono hu ni say okay if you say Pokuase, yes, 70 city 50 pesos. I don't know person one Jimmy 10 city. Now say 120 na say at this sound crack a crowd there. About 6, 7, echo 8 1 here. You bet you pay 15 and not 20 cities. And son of Wakwa could do it. And she say be or Muni GPRT for this particular assembly. Driver said nam sa kwine so nam say kwine yin say money on bekasa na sa extra fares no more charge no. Etimi everyone and no me pese me see
just yesterday before I left office around 8 p.m. Me frère yeah assembly nya ye no isio say only GPRT for coordinating my no bon concerning all this.
Okay.
Our discussion is that Omoba Sahab consultative meeting and I'm making is one of the things we're going to discuss. We would like to appeal to them and all drivers say in Ghana for now normally no answer na o say obisi dan a ututu fam we say ade answer ho ye ni yie say see ade na say ye be say ye ni yie nti omo tai chi na emo fa the hardship no to ye dwedifo so na ye maame no no omo ana kita yen omo ana koba na omo ye bidi and omo de bi hwe yen ye keko school. We want to create future MCs, future MPs, future presidents and what have you. It is a life difficult for our mothers and not traders or commuters not just say the how no to Ghana for so into omoba our appeal to them, our talk to them. Say send ye born modern as an assembly Gan West. Say ye be routes no na bibia according to plan. No so omuti ase no lifted that burden no emfi omame in some. But in collaboration with the roads and highways or urban roads, I think by I think 6 weeks now, because whilst we concentrating on the highway no, making sure inner roads no.
Thank you. I was coming there. Sapemai, many messages here. Sapemai district, Amasamai district. Sapemai New Canada inner route. Say Atetia Prapan Samkura, very bad. Now we focus no. Is it only for the Pokwase in Sawam road no? And now say the inner roads no so no. Abanyi mu on shesheyebi as akwan yi nyina mo baba ya na omutie.
Yes, ya bon komo. Yani Minister for Roads and Highways akodin komo. Me I led a team to have this dialogue with the minister. Ebimo ha yadima like urban roads no me reshaping. Ebiswa yadima contractors, but you know in awarding contracting you go through phases.
Yes.
Because a self-share proposal is go through tendering. We are and selection committee, budget allocation. Never because and some of this evidence no will show. But for the meantime, no, you be reshaping. Reshaping means that leveling the road to make it more travel. And this is what we're going to do. Into Canada is on the agenda, but we say at the same time. Equipment back up. So we'll do one after the other. And by the schedule we have, Canada is going to also benefit as soon as possible.
Okay. Abribiano say, yeah, on my particular, it's me year kwanwi. Obehwe na 2 months. Na potos abedaso. Ebi obedi 6 months okra de. Na atetia proper nsam kra. Esane say, kwan ya nank ye hwehwe say beye kwan no. Eya wo monye ne sa. We ye major road connect to other regions and other your friends saying towns. Kwan ben abano won hyehyeye bi wa pempenifo bi kwan yi ne ye ekoso no omo di omani bedi akire hu say we are getting a very good standard road car no say mo do say the set say faso a okina ne nachi ya yen konkohu portals ni ade wo so abana ye science hyehyeye bi say ode be monitor kwan ya maripoma fo ye de afa Pokwase nsa wom kwan yi so
minua asama working the menu ya adwin pa so woko Dubai say ma contractor ma timeline na so won't be in the timelines no so kwa won't be in this one you know they charge you a penalty for it so we kwana ma period of years
say we are more 12 months
yes
say 5 year kwan no
now we kwan we so ma ebia this road should be without portals for the next ebia 5 years or 3 years so we ban supporters back kwan so you know, you pay penalty for it. They charge you. They hold you responsible. Sanso na mewoji di say Minister of Roads and Highways. No, they have inspectorate.
Ghana, you want to say bisa. Say, you mount timeline. Timeline nini. Uwi nso a yama obeye 10 20 30 40 50 years say ye hunu say portals are back wine so a charge say ne be san de abo ye won hihye bi sa Ghana wo bra ye de ye yakwan ema contractor na.
I'm speaking your language. We have the same tone here.
Okay.
What's a man American?
Okay.
In the person can say Roads and Highways Ministry. I believe they have inspectorate division, and a some and she shares some share. I hope say dia to now before they award a contract. These are some of the clauses and conditions are almost expected say a contractor no be fulfill. I say okay in yami pa because e baby election we share na aban back na e was no almost started say no me kwan gidi na dey asphalt like what's the name
to me sapiti
I like the tree term
yeni say
na dey gusu we go black but within 3-6 months if you have some bon say you need to this is not what we are expecting, and I believe say conversations that I have had with the minister any all stakeholders so I'm say yes is here we'll make sure say we do it up to standard, and there should be years before any default comes. Otherwise, I think the government is going to hold the contractors responsible. And I can say that for sure. Conversations are many. The roads minister, Enyano.
Yes.
So because, there are some clauses. Because I'm not the expert on the road, and I say in drafting that contract, I don't want to come and say them. But it is something that he has told me.
Okay.
A few things have been considered just to meet Ghanaians yes.
Okay, what do you can say now? Say my poor mama be 6 weeks, which is maximum 1 and 2 weeks. A quite very motorable, a commercial transport operators as well as private car owners or use quino or makuma timia tom yem at least that time need never be out of so smooth on betimia faso. My poor mama say Pokwase in Sawamu quino. Da benu mbewie ne kwata kra.
Conversations are hard. Just say issue no to not sometimes so affect ejuma.
The delay
into all things being equal. They're looking at June next year.
By June next year, that's less than a year.
Yes.
Because we are in the month of August.
Yes.
Until probably by 10 months time my poma ebewie Pokwase to Nsawam kwano.
Yes.
Asphalt bebia fefefe. Wow. Wow. That's nice. Coming from Gan West as the MCE, apart from this road, what are some of the main challenges? What district no and also sha sa binding in any bawa ebeboa the people of Gan West.
Okay, by our population the anima kakra ye pese ye and we share this year DACF, which is the common fund educational is the highest so far.
Yes.
And I am first kind of my say the MCE so keke my guidelines and the government in Chichim Niema
Mamu target also
say
okay.
And one of some of the priorities are me and Yamin say highway yes my yakin say I say it me here arrangements so like emergency units.
Okay.
So near Beya a band is be asking because highway bar na cars no mrika na omokoba and the casualties beba. So you were a friend is an emergency unit but iswa into come cra and ukosha grofer or crab on omunyampa omunyaniama and a building so it is part of our plan say you be increase because in a year kwano let's just say to manage expectations as well and casualties into be anything so Gan West esopa into our plan like together with the MP no
yes
per se you provide chips compound and it is stated in the guidelines as well.
Thank you.
Say be so more a church so provide chips compound like clinics are
yes.
So be yari na ne yem and iti and say we are they don't need to rush the person to the municipal hospital amasama because a kwano a what my friend say war or chikonfo I kind of blow and say do be do amasama say obi a wonyem o your pin for one hwe kra na umbidu. So we want to provide this chips compound all around. Send a bear and also beboa and non kitchen so yes school we want to create future leaders.
Good.
We have to have conscious plan and I say like drastic measures to ensure say Nkwalana eba eneno. They will be leaders.
Yes.
And in doing so, no, it started from the classrooms. Classrooms will be a nye kra. Bottles be kra classroom kra. A senior da lorry.
And they ya.
Yes. Yes. Area more. And I think so. The be wa usha. We saw a friend say window more na window na ya out on sa. E be so dan in whom paint. Paid for
so many years
since it was built. So we want to rehabilitate some of these existing buildings to make sure say we so call say a hand and if it's provision of furniture, it was stated in the guidelines. We want to provide furniture because in Kwalana you are 2 or 3 no more manage table back. You have to be independent. How do you do that? Into a BBA, you person making sure say schools and also a bit me aye amana ye. A so Adipa go say dama kuma so pa ye mamenom. Our more bready traders no.
Yes.
We share amasama. Who said because of road profit baby in town there. And they want to also capitalize on the opportunity traffic about traders have be brave. We're having engagements with them. We are talking to them. They say relocating. Relocating them means that we have to find a suitable marketplace for them.
Good. Now, market guidelines no one.
Yes.
Good.
24-hour market now.
Okay.
You can say comprehensive. We're talking about having even clinic, daycare center, toilet facilities, and even having police nearby or police within, and also comprehensive. So we're looking at building like ultra-modern marketplace. And ultra-modern marketplace, me per se, we want to have a big push car park, just like Newo Mokolano. Me can say because articulated trucks no fit them. Sometimes they stop on the roads.
Okay.
Accident nyina we say articulated truck e be order or the copying way and now say nti pese amasama no ye ni State Housing Corporation bekasa any Ministry of Housing bekasa na ya hwe na yenya a big allocation nti be fanye a big car park ye car park na with different levels we share only in that door
yeah
so be nkofo no ba no fit am ba na desa articulated trucks can even park there. Maybe you will be a trotro station or a yellow bus station, something comprehensive. I bet me fulfill all these dreams. Anything so, to Quino to decongest Agrano means that we have to provide infrastructure and facilities. So we'll be get a car or bet me a park or masama or a journey bus. Now or the car.
Wow.
So we want to create this
and then obey to maybe obey parking, obey to
this can be maintained. You see, the thing is that look, if the idea is not upset, there's no hope for it. You have to think big. Because the Americans say, yes, here are those but in 10 years, in 20 years, you better also since that. And to be BSA must be futuristic. And this is the kind of thing you want to do. It is a market war. Oh, but you do for bit me akudi omuja. Like business because ebia banks bibia or do be na car park wo who say obiba no be park akodi ni dwa no fa ne car no okọ say wo ko akoyi djuma won kan wo park no we be say bus transportation system so effective na okọ tale ebe boy and if so no echi no so no Christian Achu bless memory of Yamasaman
okay
kudus of Nima we have all more kudus in Nima wanti it's something like I'm also looking at recreational facility, a complex recreational facility. Then you football and astroturf, you per swimming, lawn tennis, volleyball, whatsoever it is. And within that, we want to have a TVET center for vocational training.
Wow.
Skills. My MP has started something, Honorable Sadam opinion, which we call iCare. iCare project is skills training.
Okay.
So when we have a complex center for recreation, and also watching uncle who said the best swimmer will come from Amasama. And I said the best lawn tennis who come from Tiger Wood who come from Amasama. So we have to do it because the Amasama is a youthful populated area. We share the percentage of the youth is about 68%. 68 to 70%.
So all this you are saying, is it part of the guidelines and now one initiative, maybe yourself and the member of parliament?
Okay. Government as a body,
yes,
will give allocation guidelines based on budgets.
Okay.
But as municipal chief executive, we also have the right to attract investors. And when you get investors, we'll manage it on our own. We'll consult with the Minister of Local Governments.
Okay.
My boss, the minister, who is also a very discerning person, Ahmed Ibrahim. And see, we'll consult with them, and together with the Minister of Finance, we'll come up with a comprehensive plan. It could be BOT or PPP, like private-public partnership, and I build and operate and transfer. So we can do this. And the project, now investors, as part of the vision American say, developing communities through industrialization. Now, it's a big pushy bar.
Yes.
We have the team, we have the ministries there, we collaborate, and at the end of the day, we did say, I'm a some organ west into my part. Good. You see, if you're a leader,
yes,
you have to be a visionary.
True.
To be a visionary, you have to take hard but important decisions.
True.
For you to be able to create difference, you have to go extra mile. Yeah. How do you go extra mile? Who because we MC into it now? Action common fund now they are EBVR. No, one of the major functions, and I say indicators bois ma assemblies IGF, internal generated funds. So we have to have aggressive mobilization plan or strategy to ensure say whatever we get as common fund, we can also generate something locally or by the assembly to complement the efforts of government. And that's what we are looking at doing. See, when I'm going into details, I'll be speaking some languages that are not meant for this place.
Okay.
What I have inherited was Amasama. I came to office with that a pickup for mobilization. Your task force, how do they go to let people say Uberji permits? A pickup, a vehicle, we don't have a vehicle. We don't have a single vehicle.
What about motorbikes?
We don't have motorbikes. This is the kind of Gawes I have inherited.
Wow.
However, together with my team, management,
yes,
I believe strongly, sir. To be a leader, you have to get a team behind you. So we have rejuvenated that spirit, that ability to achieve more, and we've had several meetings.
Good.
Every Monday, we meet, we dialogue, we take plans. How are we going to get there? And I'm very sure, sir, strategies I will say,
I bet you the results.
Within 2 months, we should be able to pursue and receive some vehicles. Yeah, there are big companies, big companies, like Trailum and all sort of.
Okay.
We are in dialogues with them.
Okay.
So that they can also support the efforts of the assembly.
Great. I understand, sir. Guidelines and also legacy project. Eka we say Jumedi BBA buying the nature mukweno or chassis or district no more when you are to complete some of them. No eka huana na se eka hon so a ebi omo jebi wa Amasaman district omo she Jumedi bi ase a no mo ye omo jebi wa Amasaman district na sabre na we ye there found.
Yes, projects previous governments.
Yes.
Amasaman, there are a lot of work that needs to be done. If you want to make a choice, hospital here can once a see a pursue. A dime maybe my friend say chief's compound. If you are
one district, one hospital, be by Amasaman.
You were hospital.
Okay.
Hospital built by the previous
administration. NDC.
Yes. Omumsi hospital be
one district, one hospital no agenda one
well when say some come about there a rhetoric in the sense there. If you are talking about the promises of the previous administration, then I think we're not going to finish now. Okay. For me, I am the municipal chief executive.
Good.
Irrespective of your colors or your political party, I am the leader. We are bringing everybody on board.
Okay.
And then they say I don't want to give excuses. Maintenant say me can't hold the administration as some man way and nothing I have. We came to fix it, sustain it, and progress it to the next level. And this is what we are there for. Okay. And see, I don't want to go there, but we have planned strategies to ensure, say, at least the legacy project now, President, His Excellency, John Dramani Mahama A. pushing, all of us will be part of it as a team.
Great. Now, the people of Amasaman, Sapema, May Patrick, Gan West District, ATO, including Ghana for Womo Efa. Pokwasi eko nsawomu kwan so no ebinim bu afuye omukasa say they have to park their cars to join sometimes Okada and now say the public transport, which is of course giving them inconveniences. Then I will catch the nyina one more mabegina kwan so ma fa ho am de ton ade insume bibia then I walk e de acho ma mama rehimo.
Okay. Me angasa me crop for a war Gan West Amasaman area more. But me catch them say.
Yeah.
Sisiano ye pese ye So akwana ye ba be here no ebema ye put more ebie pa because a highway ni yetimi ye according to plan no na etimi be ye like bibia krabehwe a ye na ye be benefit because we share Gan West ye them finfini and the stretch of the road no we cover about 65%.
Okay.
You know, inti we are the most beneficiaries.
Okay.
Inti mi se wa omuto mo boase na inti mi nye kwa akwan no se na ye kan no se see a government apesika etua contractors no kan no almost about site no nsem mo mbeka no yeso ye make sure say ye be monitor na plans bia ye wo kwan no so no na abem but be say make sure say saade wait me ba e dey input some developments beba area more.
Okay.
And I miss na can say me person me see so biom say Amasama is the gateway to Accra. And Gan West is the gateway to Accra. And see, you can say all the investors are on person Bagana, on for Minisu and Chre Amasama because we have the enclave, the Kotoku enclave one. That's where we have even Vortic, Vortico, a big go. Any a friend is saying big go, Vienna, Slave, all the this from there. So Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola. See, in franchise, and 12 of in franchise.
Wow.
So they are producing it.
Okay.
You know, and see, you say yes, enclave, no, to say a tema free zone area. And see, all the investors, some person, but now more Mugita investors, no, more for money in Che Amasama. So that say it may create jobs, industries to me, Bawa, through corporate social responsibilities. It beats me a developer Amasama. And if it's so beefy. Northern part of Ghana, now they're coming down to the south. And when they get to Amasama, now the page you know Amasama, Ubinya Sasi dying. Now on any bush of partners peacefully. I don't think they will continue to Accra. And also the effort towards decongesting Accra. You know, when we concentrate on using our boundaries now, Accra now, I think it's going to be a brilliant idea. And I keep saying, if the idea is not absurd, then there is no hope for it.
Okay.
It is possible. It is, you know, you can do it.
What change it is possible? We can do it.
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Yes, we can.
But
yes, we can.
All about no pay. You better was it. Say you told us for na obai. Fidie mu na fe. Say the pokuase kwan aircraft. Nkrofo nya botoyem. Na my poma fo akoso idie. Wie bi afi baako. Enkopi say June die. Now or more every kwan said they walk
every week I'll be there.
Okay. Honorable Yadasa no paper.
Okay.
Honorable John Desmond so and I MCE for the people of Gan West Anobaya Anopawi Yanini Shia na fe yanini din komo efa pokuase ekon sanwem ekwanya adawa ha dwene pa ye semati osi by 6 weeks na ekwan na motrabo driver for be fa so emfa or how be embrom bibibia said you now for 1 year time ne de kwan no yegusu nyina obia eho beto no television high power 97.9 FM live on TV SYZ Dwaba si jumedie ana ebebo dware data na yede be so mu na ha na ebebe ma kwan na afa yede jumedie nyina ba na wiye ba before ye be sorry so no ye happy birthday so mfi wo entempa na afa ye sorry jumedie ne so. Happy birthday going out to you, Emilia Ajwa Dakwa Epodi. Emilia Ajwa Dakwa Epodi. You don't just walk into a room, you light it up. Wishing you a life as radiant, graceful, and unforgettable as you are. Cheers to more beauty, more wins, and more magic. From Janet Ofei, Anodisa, and Cray Ebaye. Anna, happy birthday to Sophia Van der Poy. Happy birthday to Sophia Van der Poy. Nyakopon sha na onyo kese na wakoma so ade nyina so intimi embrem ma. Ebusha ha ani ade jumede nyina ese. Mr. Emmanuel Ousu, me producer assisted by Emmanuel Opoku, Oko MCR Ralph, Anafe Peter nso gina mu wo dedenden woni ne mpanefo nyina Anafe camera Francis Anafe Edi Prince any wuli no more time echia mitimi di djumedi ebremo mi akasa mi di djumedi ho chame mi di ade enke obrimpo mi ni ya pesi okra ani eji djumedi ebremo yakopon ya admo china ye no be senhia wo bra anopa jobo asi djumedi no esa hyase ne ya seba beso sabe ye sorry na Kim Nicholas woni ni team enso at the mid morning no aba beto so makramo